Hello? Hello? Wait, let me tilt this. Is that better? Hello? How's the audio? Hi, everybody. Hi. It's Mosin time. It is. It sure is. Hello, everyone. Hi. Wait, let me move this out of the way. Oh my gosh. There is audio. Good. How is the audio? Is it okay? Is it loud? Is it quiet? Could it stand to be louder? Could it stand to be quieter? I don't know. Let me know. I think it's important that we get the audio down pat for Higurash of all things because of how much voice acting I'll be doing. Right? Audio's good on my end. Audio level is perfect once, actually. For once! Hello, everybody! Hello! This is the first time we've been playing Higurashi since I've been in Norway. I actually started Higurashi in Norway, so this is interesting. First time American. Yeah, audio's good. How are you? I'm okay. I slept in late because I was up very late last night for reasons out of my control. But I don't know. I'm still trying to wake myself up, so my throat might be a little hoarse. Didn't you kind of start in Norway as well? Yeah. Sorry about your situation. What can you do about it? It could be worse. I've been looking forward to this. Me too. Higurashi streams are definitely one of my favorite I do. I just like reading. What can I say? Dude, I forget how much I love to read. You'd be like, what kind of statement is that? Okay, listen. Look, I used to be such a bookworm when I was a kid, and then I kind of stopped. I became terminally online. And once you become terminally online, you don't read books as much. You just kind of read posts. But now, this is kind of a book. It's a visual novel. It's half a book. It's a picture book, so it counts. Yeah. Don't call me out. What internet does to a person. Well, look, I became a VTuber. I think that's the most egregious effect we've had so far, so... Who needs prose when you've got posts? Wow, very eloquently put. See, you don't need reading after all. Illiteracy who? So true, I used to read so much before I got internet addicted, yeah. I used to read so many books, within a week, you know? My problem was, we used to have this thing when I was a kid, where if you read a book, if you did a book report on it, you got points, and whoever had the most points at the end of the year got to go to a pizza party. And if you didn't have enough points, you wouldn't get to go, right? The problem was that I read more books than most people, but I never did the book reports because I was lazy. So even though I was well over the amount for the pizza party, I didn't write the freaking book report. So I didn't get anything. That's so messed up. It's so messed up. Do you guys remember Star Reader? Do you remember Star Reader? I don't know if they still use that today, but back in my day, we had Star Reader where you took a little online assessment on the computer. I remember there were multiple times where I got so mad at Star Reader because the questions it asked were not they were not true to the actual thing I read. They were not correct. They were opinion pieces. They were Mr. Mainsley is mean. And I'm like, no, Mr. Mainsley is a complex character who has motivations for the reasons he does the thing he does. Sure, he may be antagonistic to the main character, but honestly, he's fully within his right to do what he does. And then it's yes, Mr. Mainsley was mean. And I'm like, no! That doesn't count! No! Online didn't exist when I was in school. Well, Star Reader was not online. It was a preloaded program on the computer. It was not online. Stop editorializing Question Writer. Yeah. I would read more if my eyes didn't get screwy and unfocusing. Switching to audiobooks fulfills my reading itch. Yeah, I also have that issue where my eyes unfocus very easily, especially when reading. It's I start reading and the words just start floating around on the page. They start floating into each other and turning into gobbledygook, and I'm like, what am I reading? I don't know if it's because my vision is worsened since I've gotten older or what, but yeah. That's definitely become a lot more difficult to deal with. Dyslexia? No. I hope not. Happy Booba Day. Is it Booba Day? Is that so? It's Booba Day. age-induced dyslexia. I don't think it's dyslexia. But yeah, sometimes when I read for long enough, my eyes just unfocus. I mean, I say long enough, sometimes it's like instantaneous. That's the case with anything. That's why as I got older, homework became harder because things just kept unfocusing the more I looked at them. And then I had to drop out of college. Yippee! Hold on. I'm all nasally today. My allergies are acting up, so I apologize if I sound a little weird. My nose is like, I can feel all my voices in my nose today. But it's not quite as bad as back when around debut time, because I can tell I speak differently since then. So like I feel like I talk in, how would I describe how Gezu talked? I talked before like this. I like closed my nose. I didn't know how to open my nose. Now I do talk through my nose, but it's always up in the upper portion of my nose. It's like in the bridge of it. I can feel it. Then immersion will be enhanced for it. You think so? It'll be more accurate. I don't know why I keep stop tracking. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Yeah. It's also Canada's birthday today. What? No way. Guess he's trying to break free. You're not allowed. So audio's good. It's good. I have no idea how it sounds right now. I just hope it's good. Yeah. Yes, it's good, Mama. So I want to make sure that when we actually do the reading, it's not bad. Cause, dude, I went back trying to watch them, and the audio was so bad. How do you guys live with that? How do you guys live with audio that bad? Yes, the BGM's not too loud compared to your voice. Good so far. We'll see when some BGM shows up. Yeah, but also my concern is how much is the mic peaking, and how much like if I start whispering like this, does it still pick up? Because there are sections where I might speak kind of low like this. How does it pick up then? If I speak like this, I just don't understand how it could be this way. Like that. Yeah, that whisper picked up, and this is too. Okay, good. Do the whole stream like this, please. You want me to just whisper the whole time? Oh yeah, we good with the whispers. Good, because I whispered so much before, and every single time it's just like. Not the finest quality, but Moses. Right now or in the past? The quality's bad right now. Still surprisingly audible. It's not cutting out. Good. Sounds fine, but I indicate how good my $10 earbuds are for that. Alright. Well, as long as you can hear me, that's the most important thing. Like I'm basically just looking for, does it cut out? Is it loud enough? And is it peaking? Yeah. No, the past about you saying the quality used to be bad. Yeah. Every time I would say peace, I was like every couple seconds. And you guys just were like, yeah, this is fine. Oh my gosh, you must have really liked my voice acting then. It didn't cut out during whispering. It's not obviously peaking to me. Okay. Alright, cool. I forget where we were last. People with $100 earbuds. The sound scrape is lacking timbre before the 4 and 16th decimal band. So my headphones I've had since high school. I think. They're old now though. How old are my headphones? I've had, what year is it? I think the headphones I have now are 5 years old? 5 or 6 years old? I have the wait, I can tell you what they are. Bluetooth list. WH-1000XM2s. That's what I have. And I've been using them daily. I literally do not take them off for days at a time. I've been using them daily, every single day. Even when I'm not using them, I leave them on because I prefer to have the sound dampened around me. So they're super old, and imagine the smell. I could tell you. It smells like my hair and my skin. That's what it smells like. This thing is completely imbibed with my fluids. Completely. Sniff, sniff. No! What ear smell? Is that like a thing? That's disgusting. That's disgusting. The Mozu Musk. Headphone tea. Oh gosh. I have those too. The fake leather is all peeled off at this point. Yeah, same here. Same here. Same here. Anytime you give me any leather item and I'll have it dissolved within a month. My excretions are too acidic. It eats through everything. Died in the stench of wild. I'm not moldy. I'm not moldy. I'm not moldy. It. Oh yeah. It for sure is. Never look at the foam under the ear cups if you have a weak stomach. Oh. Probably like brown underneath. Someone followed me on Twitter and their name is Moses Chair. And they have a picture of a leather chair that's like all eaten up. And I was so close to posting my chair to prove to you. I was going to say, wow, that's funny, but it's so much worse than you think it is. I wanted to show you how much worse it is, but I decided against it because it might be too much. I think that's a little too much. I think you'll see a little bit too much Mozu there. Give them an accurate PFP. No! Members post. No! No, it's too foul. It's too foul. Chair reveal. I would have to bleach it before I showed anyone. If only you knew how bad things really are. Please, you must dispel the mystery. No, I will not. I refuse. We love Mozu grease and all. No, 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 no. No. I will say there is no leather left where I sit. It's just foam. Just exposed foam. It's like a monster movie. It's scary to imagine rather than seeing the reality. It's because I sit with my bare butt on the freaking chair. I sit like in my underwear on this chair and it eats through the leather. Do not do that. Always put something down when you sit down on a chair if you don't want it to be dissolved. If you don't want your chair to dissolve, put something down before you sit on it. I'm serious. This was my undoing. That's why I also destroyed the chair in Norway when I did that, because I just would sit on it naked all the time, like a freak. And now, I don't know how. I hope they don't notice when they come back. I mean, how would they? What will they? I mean, I'll just say like, I don't know. The chair was already coming apart. No. Yeah. The chair is developed. I have to clear my nose. My allergies are acting up. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay. They'll say, I bet this chair is worth a lot now. Let's sell it and buy a new house. I doubt that. I do not think my aunt and uncle will look upon that and be like, yeah, so let's sell it. That's disgusting. That's degenerate. I have a nice cover cloth thing on my chair and under it. It looks new, yeah. But the problem is, this is my issue. I love the cool feel of leather on my butt. Alright, that's why. I don't like fabric feel on my butt. I prefer the cool leather on my butt because my butt gets sweaty and I like the coolness of it. But the problem is that it completely eats the chair away. Completely eats the chair away. So I could put a cover on it, but the cover will have to, like, it's either I get a leather cover as well and that just gets eaten through, or I put a fabric cover and I don't like the feel of it and my butt sweats extra. You know? I love the cool feel of leather on my butt. Winning gamer chair advertisements 2023. If they have leather replacement things, no? Oh, not this one, man. There's no way. There's no way. You overestimate the quality of this chair. And gaming chairs are all scams anyway, so. I mean, not only is the leather seat completely gone, like eroded, eaten away, the freaking the armrests are totally rotting. Like, the foam is completely cracked and falling off of the armrest. And I don't even use those much. I don't even use the armrest much. Yeah. Gaming chairs suck. Get comfortable office chairs instead. I intend to. I've been intending to for years now, but I just haven't. They're expensive. I'm gonna wait till this thing is like actually done before I do that. Gaming chairs scam. True officers wear that. Yes, exactly. Someday, yeah. I want to get a mesh chair. I think that might be good for my sweaty butt issue. How does one not use the armrest of a chair? You just don't put your arms on? I don't sit in a chair normally. I sit in a chair crisscross applesauce, where I sit in it like L. Like with my knees to my chest. That's how I sit in chairs. I never sit like normally. I never have my feet on the floor. I don't know. I can't do that. I either sit crisscross applesauce. I sit crouched. I sit, yeah. She's just like me. What do you mean? And then my problem is I like to rest my feet on my freaking computer tower. And then I click the button with my toe and ruin everything. Constantly. That's just what I do. But man, on the good one's expensive. Yeah, precisely. Oh man, I didn't see. I was kidding. I'm sorry. Sorry, let me read the donations really quick. I forgot. Thank you so much. Thank you, donation gold enthusiast. You know what time it is. Do we? Do I know? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Aichama. I spent my holiday in Hinamizawa and all I got was this itchy neck. Yeah, it'd be like that. Thank you, Orange Robot. Thank you. I was wondering if you could number some of your streams with game titles in brackets. Not all of them are in a playlist, so it might be difficult for some people to know where to start. I'm sorry if this sounds too critical, just wanted to suggest. No, you're fine, but what do you mean they're not all in the playlist? All the Higurashi streams are in the playlist. They automatically go in the playlist when I make one, because I reuse the template from the last stream, so they should automatically be in the playlist. But I can do that. I don't like cluttering my titles. That's why you don't see me put the game name or things like that in, because I don't know. Personally, I don't tend to click on stuff like that, so I don't tend to name my stuff like that. I'd rather it just be I don't know, streamer does what, clickbait. I just think that's more interesting. If I make a stream saying I'm going to rip off each of my toenails one by one, right? If I make a stream like that, I would prefer that to Higurashi playthrough part 27. You know what I mean? That's my personal thought process. Oh! Oh my god! Thank you, Shade. Jeez Louise, dude. Jeez Louise. My goodness gracious. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys are speedrunning this freaking Dodo goal. Oh my god, thank you very much. I told you guys before there was a stream, not a stream asset, but a debut asset, that the buddies and I were all getting, and mine ended up being twice as expensive as anybody else's. In some cases, it's 6 times as expensive because of my design. So that's what the Dono goal is today. That's what it is. That was the price of the asset I paid for. I couldn't say no because I had to have it. Everyone else already got it. But yeah, $660. Yikes. But thank you very much. It will help a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you. Jeez, Louise. Thank you, Shade. That is a lot. Oh my god. Thank you very much. It helps a lot. Thank you guys so much. And I want to say very quickly, thank you to Drop. I usually don't send out the thank you messages on Throne until I receive the item. So if you're wondering, oh, she never said thank you, and I bought something for her. That's because it hasn't arrived yet. I usually send them after I get the product, so I can also tell you about the product itself once it comes in, tell you a bit about it, right? But thank you very, very much, Drop. That was a lot. Thank you very much. You guys and Drop have fully funded the Go XLR, the XLR, my voice is cracking, XLR soundboard, so I can do reverb, I can adjust the audio settings super easily, all that kind of stuff. I believe that'll help a lot. I'm very excited for it. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. I was extremely generous, and I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. You guys have been very generous lately. Very, very generous. I feel like I say this every single time, though. I just can't believe it so much. Thank you so much. Most of the design is beyond premium. Yeah, honestly, okay. I got... My design not only warranted the premium package, but it also warranted, like 8 billion fees on top of that for all the extra things they'd have to animate. So I hope it comes out very well. I hope it comes out very well. Drop is our resident oil prince. Oil prince? Are they? Mites are the best of the best for the best beast. Can you make a throne goal to fund more emotes? Well, I was drawing the emotes before. I wasn't gonna buy them. I just haven't gotten around to it. I've had so much to do, okay? But I can see about it. I've tried commissioning emotes in the past, but I typically just get rejected. Oh, thank you! Oh my goodness! Thank you, Onyx Jaguar! Thank you very much! What the heck? Thank you! What's with you people? Thank you! Thank you, not even a message! Not a message from either of you! What the heck? You're just gonna drop that and run? Oh my goodness! Thank you so much, Onyx! Thank you! Thank you! You can just draw one little emote, maybe. I wonder. Outsourcing saves lives? Ah! Thank you very much! Thank you! The sneaky donation. I don't know if I call that sneaky. Just no message. Refuses to elaborate, leaves. What a child. Thank you! We are as hyped for this debut as you are. Thank you. Me too. I'm very excited. I underestimated how much work I was gonna have to do on the so for those who don't know, I told members yesterday, but I received my final model art. So my artwork is finalized. Sort of. My artist is done working on it, but I had to separate a lot of it. So a lot of it it's not like compiled or labeled, so I have to go and do all that myself. I think this model may have like 1,000 layers. I'm not even joking. It may have 1,000 art layers. I would not be surprised one bit. It's huge. It's holy crap, yeah. Well, I have all my expression toggles. I got multiple arms and props. I've got multiple mascots, which are like full models in of themselves. I have clothing toggles. And then each thing that like dangles around has to be separated into itself, right? So it's insane. Thank you, Centeno! Thank you so much! Thank you! Dude, there's no message again! What is this? Don't you have anything to say? Thank you so much! Thank you! Oh my goodness, thank you so much! Thank you! Jeez Louise, guys! Oh my god! Is this why I must... Do you guys really like the dodo gold that much? Oh my goodness! Thank you very much! Thank you! Oh my god, I'm so nasally today. My nose is so stuffed. Ah! I sound like a nose woman. I sound like Lois. Griffin. Peter. Oh, Peter. Thank you very much! Yes, donor goals are nice incentive. Thank you very much. We donate to save you from your nose. I don't know if that helps that. I'm pretty sure the nose is congenital. I'm not sure if throwing money will fix my nose. But thank you very much. You donate to ruin my nose, because when I get so flustered, my nose fills. It goes. Only one way to find out. What do you mean? You're gonna try and fix my nose. Thank you, Lizard Wizard. Don't know go my true Oshi. Thank you very, very much. Can you guys hear background noise, by the way? Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Why? Why? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you. I will never deprive you of your dono goal again. I'm so sorry for it taking this long. Jeez Louise. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh. What I was saying, oh, if you guys hear background noise, that's just Moses in the background. You might hear her scold a dog. That's usually when I hear her. She's telling the dog to be there, a bad dog. So if you hear in the background, yeah, that's what it is. Ma. Oh my gosh. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry? I'm sorry? I'm sorry? What? Thank you, Gossipok! Thank you, Anonymous. I'm gonna faint. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, lock on his face. My nipples look like milk duds. Thank you for sharing with the class. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you, Galdinio. I like the Moses. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The Moses is very happy right now. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. What's going on here? And Jungle didn't even make it past the 40-minute mark. Yeah, it went whoosh, whoosh. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise, people. Jeez. We destroyed that goal. Yeah, you guys decimated it. You completely destroyed it. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh no, I'm gonna get hiccups and I'm gonna burp. Stop, no. No. It's okay. It migrated into my heart. It's fine. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much. Jeez Louise. Bonus signs for a dearly departed donor goal taken before its time like a chump. No! Oh, 7 to donor goal. Might get confused when they see a goal they read challenge we can't read. What do you mean? What do you mean? Thank you guys very much. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Wow. Well, that takes care of that, I guess. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Olimars. No message. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. You guys are actually killing me. You're giving me you're irritating my bronchitis. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. I need to start like reading before you guys actually kill me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I I need dono sounds. I need to make dono sounds. Oh my gosh, guys, if you see a dono pop up, please let me know in chat if I miss it. Because I need to put in dono sounds. I need to make a sound. I need to do something. I gotta give you a little something more for what you're paying. Oh my gosh. You're making funny sounds, so no worries. Well, it's also so I can actually like tell it when it happened, so I can thank it, but thank you. It's the grimace shakes, they fill us with vigor and foam. I haven't had one yet. I hear it's just a berry shake though, which is like meh. I prefer the shamrock shake. I like shamrock shake. I mean, I haven't had the grimace shake, but I like the minty flavor as opposed to the berry flavor. You made a fun mix of Spica's dogla sounds, yeah. Rawr, 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 rawr. That's her barking. That's her barking. She's a monstrous dog. What a lack of moles it does to him, Mike. We don't want to let that happen. What? I'm streaming again. Yesterday was collab. Day before that was the finishing of Mist. That was so cute. I know. I'm glad I requested it. So cute, so cute. Oh, but how about Airi? Guys, what is with Airi lately? What was that thing she posted on Twitter? What the heck? Dude, that's kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up for real, for real. I don't know why she did that. Oh my gosh. Airi's living rent-free in my head still, yeah. Yeah. I clipped that. I sent her the video. I was like, this is what I did. I clipped the part out of the video and I cropped it. I sent it to her, and I just sent it to her with the text lol, and she just sent me back like no, and I just sent her back a pointing at viewer emoji, and then it was posted, and then I instantly replied like, Heidi, what's this? Evil. What can I say? Maybe I am part fox. Oh, mischievous. So that's why she wants to rip your fur out. No, she's just, she's on like her wax and grind set or whatever. Do you think a devil will forget this? Yeah, I'm sure it can be smoothed over with a little snack, a snack trip, a little M&M delivery. I'm sure it'll be fine. Guys, they were so cracked at freaking escape room. What the heck? They were so cracked. Dude, I was so sleepy. I got up at 7:30 and I was on 4 hours of sleep for that stream. I was on 4 hours of sleep. I got up and I'm like, the whole time. Yeah, I'm surprised. They were really good at it. What the heck? They were really good. I was expecting like, oh, we're gonna like be stuck on tic-tac-toe puzzle for like 20 hours. No, they were like, shoo, whoosh. You guys were speedrunning at the start? I mean, they were generally doing pretty good. Like even on the one we took the longest on, we weren't that far behind on it. And it wasn't even, usually when it happened, it wasn't even that we weren't following directions, it's just we didn't hit, we just were like not pixel perfect. Yeah. When Spica isn't singing, she's solving crimes and puzzles, yeah. I love how Airi started with, yeah, I'm so tired, before you knew it, she was cracking codes left and right, yeah. Yeah. Shame the haunted house thing didn't load, that sounded cool. I think I was set up. That's my opinion. I think I was set up. Well, luckily, I mean, even though I evaded the Botsu, I feel like I'm the one that's least bothered by doing Botsu stuff. I'm the least bothered by doing Botsu stuff. It was such a great collab, though. Yeah. I mean, Buddy's collabs are always great. They're always great. We have good chemistry. Huh? By who? By all of them. It was a plot. Et tu, Airi? Yeah, you do. Ma. Who framed Mozumi Pichi? Yeah. Vod gave me Higurashi vibes. Loved it. Higurashi? Did it? What do you mean? The Vod? Okay. You had a bunch of bots at the end by chance. Not by chance, I was forced into it. I mean, my boxes were pretty easy. It was just nya and saying ada, which like, yeah, whatever. I can do that. I'm glad, I feel like Airi by far got the worst Batsu. She by far got the worst Batsu. by far. Buddy's collabs give me life, yeah. Yeah, by far. Airi got the double whammy, yeah. Not only did she have to do the Batsu, but she had to put it up for all eternity. Definitely, but she read it like a champ. I bet she liked it. I mean, she probably liked it deep down. Come on, let's be real here. Listen, you listen to her intonation. Those huffs, those deep breaths sounded too genuine, man. I don't know, she really leaned into it. Gotta respect that. She did well. Probably. VTuber, why? Why you know ada? Are they? It seems like every VTuber is cursed to read that sooner or later. Boy smell. It was a stellar performance. Yeah. I feel like male BO is not as good as female BO. Am I biased? Am I biased in that? That's why I'm not like, whoa, boy smell, you know? Like, in my gym experiences, girls have, like, I mean, they still smell bad, but it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, guys, they'll smell like pee, they'll straight up smell like pee poo poo when they get stinky, and it's like, ugh. But girls, they're kind of like musky. It depends. Yeah, it does depend. It depends on the girl. Some girls have stanky sweat. If it's like the girl that does not bathe, like, in public, she smells way worse, I think. She smells way worse, you know? But if it's like, oh, she's like typically clean, but she's sweating during workout, that's kind of like, not bad. You know what I mean? I think you just have a type, Moser. No! Miss me with the boy smell. Man smells where it's at. Mosemites are addicted to man smell. Is that true? That depends on the workout. Sweat hits different. I wouldn't know. I don't work out. I just ferment. Blindfolded sweat smell win. Oh god, you just reminded me of Fear Factor. You guys remember Fear Factor where the people had to smell different things, and one of them was he smelled a man's ass and he started throwing up? Oh my gosh. I remember he leans into the hole and he rubbed his nose against his butt, smelling it. And he goes like, he said, I think he says in German, he's like, I don't know, like, us? And then they go, ding, ding, ding. He goes, like, she's like, I don't know, this smells like us. And it's like, ding, 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 yup, it is ass. And he was like, oh man, I have, never gonna give you stuff. I got Rickroll stuck in my head. I mean, instead of top 10 worst things to smell. Yeah. I feel like if they just put like a rotting animal, that's pretty horrible. They should do one. So in Fear Factor, it's usually like worse and worse, and you can't even guess what it is eventually, right? I think they should do like rotting corpse at the end. They should do a donated body. They should do a donated corpse at the end and be like, I don't know what this smell is. Take your blindfold off. It's just a dead body. Oh, you didn't guess it. Better luck next time. And the person's just like they had been like rubbing their nose against it. Only Mozu. What do you mean? Mozu just stays thick and fluffy, although ripping apart of Mozu mites is enough of a workout. I'm thick and fluffy? Are you implying that I am overweight? I don't think so. I'm pretty scrawny. Putting the and cadaver. There were also bees, spiders, snakes, and gross creatures in boxes you're supposed to stick your head in and keep in for like minutes. I can do that. I mean, animals, they don't bother you unless you bother them. I mean, I just hope that, okay, like, if you stuck your face in Winslow's tank and he had nowhere to go, he might think your face is food and he might bite you. That's the problem. A bee probably would. A bee and a spider probably would not bite you. A snake might bite you on the face because it's used to things when they come inside their tank. It's used to things being fed to it. So that's the only thing. If the snake is trained to not bite inside its tank, then I would do it. But they might have a feeding response and they might bite you right on the face. I'm not scared of them typically though. As long as it doesn't get my eye, I can deal with a snake bite to the face. But species were a little bit borderline affair. I couldn't understand how they even dared to do that. What do you mean? My nose. Hold on. But most animals just best not to put your face near them. Yeah. The only animal I put my face, I kiss my dogs on the cheek. That's what I did. Or on their foreheads. That's the dog I get my face close to. But they don't seem to mind. Dogs, like, greet each other by, like, licking each other's muzzles, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't lick them or anything, but I don't think they care. They don't seem bothered by it, at least. This is what I always do. When I see my dog, I grab her by the cheeks and I, like, ruffle her ears in my fingers, and then I kiss her forehead or her cheek. That's what I do. I can't believe there's people that don't get... I remember I asked this question a billion years ago. There are people that don't kiss their dogs. I can't believe that. How can you not kiss your dog? Like, obviously, you don't kiss on the mouth or something, but you don't even kiss your dog on the forehead? What? Why not? You don't hug and kiss your dog? I don't understand how you don't do that. Mouth licking in dogs is submissive behavior. Yeah. Well, they're submissive to me because I'm the alpha. Yeah, I wouldn't put my face near most animals except maybe a cat, because they're least likely to suddenly jerk their head and smash your face. Well, dogs don't typically do that unless they're, like, super excited. Then they might jump around. What it? Oh, thank you very much, Professor Jamal. Threatening silence intensifies. What does this mean? Thank you very much. Thank you. My dog, like, hugs more than kisses. I would say... My dog does not like being hugged. She likes being petted. And she likes getting patted. She likes being patted more than anything else. Like, she likes... You know when dogs, like, they'll walk up to you and they'll, like, press their bodies against your legs? So she likes having, like, her body patted. Like when you know when you pat the dog's belly, it's like, boop, 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 boop. Right? You know what I mean? She's like that. She likes those. She's okay with head pats, but I think above all else, she just likes having her body, like, petted, like, rubbed. Because she can't scratch her own back. My dog would always just press the top of his head against my chest when I would scruffle up sides of his head, yeah. Yeah, I had a dog do that, too. Or I had a dog where you scratched her ear, she would, like, lean into your hand. That was Julie, before she passed away. My cat absolutely hates it when I hug her, but yeah, cats hate being restrained. They hate being hugged. They hate being picked up. Most cats, at least. I love cats. I like to pet them, but because I'm allergic, if I pick them up and they go, like, full, like, murder mode, it's so dunzo for me. I've tried picking up cats and hugging them and stuff, and it's like... Like, not even because they're, like, aggressive, but they just don't want to be picked up. They're not used to it. My cat loves being held and pet and hugged since she's such a weirdo. Has Moser listened to Airi's Dog Girl ASMR? I have not. I don't typically listen to a lot of ASMR, and the kind of ASMR I tend to listen to is, with no voice. Usually. I like sounds above all else. My favorite ASMR is sounds. That's why I do sounds so much. The RP stuff is just kind of like extra. I just do RP stuff because, you know, you guys want... you're coming here for me, right? So I might as well give you some of me as well. Yeah. Cute pup stories. You got the butt scratch too. Depends on... Some dogs... like Griffin, I don't know if Griffin likes butt scratches. I think he just likes being petted, because he's super small. He's really fluffy, but when you pet him, you can feel like he's really, like, thin. Like, he's not, you know, super thin or anything like that. It's not like he's, like, not being fed enough. He's just, like, young and super athletic. So he's super spry. But I don't think he likes being scratched like that. I think he just likes being gently petted, even though he's, like, super crazy and jumpy. I like voices in ASMR, but just particular voices. Do you like mine? Do you like my voice? My voice? My quick? Cats usually more the one that like butt scratches IMO. Yeah, yeah. Well, okay, this is what happened. If I give my cat, well, I don't have cats anymore, but when I did give my cats butt scratches, you give cats butt scratches, they get like aggressive. They're like, like they start like turning around trying to bite you. And it's not that they don't like it, it's that cats, like, when they get very happy, they get like aggressive. You know, that's where the love bites come from. They just get so excited they have to like bite and scratch. They get overstimulated. Yeah. I can relate with that. You overload their senses. Yeah, they don't know how to handle it. Yeah. You see my ASMR quest? You can guess. Dogs too. I've never had a dog do that though. Dogs, they kick their legs, but I've never had them like bark. Or no, I have had them bark before. I had a dog bark before from scritches, but never had them like bite or scratch. Just like kick their leg. That's it. Cats are a lot smarter than dogs and have similar variety to their personalities like us humans do. They are not smarter than dogs. That's just wishful thinking. Dogs are goofier, but dogs are way smarter than cats. And this is coming from someone that really likes cats. Dogs are way smarter than cats. I'm just saying. Dogs are way smarter. They have way more utility to people. They can do so much more. Yeah, no. Dogs are way smarter than cats. I like cats. I do think cats are smart. Dogs are smarter than cats. I just gotta be real with you. It's true. Even though some of the smartest dogs I know are the most annoying and I would prefer a cat over them any day, they're still smarter than them. They're still smarter than them. Like, I have had multiple dogs learn how to open doors. I've heard only a freak instances of cats that know how to open doors, right? I think it's way more common for a dog to learn how to open doors than cats. You know, just as a little example. I know cats can do it, but I don't think they do it nearly to the frequency that dogs do. Dogs know how to open things with their paws, with their noses. They'll open up cupboards, they'll open up doors, they'll open up fridges, like all sorts of stuff. You know? Yeah, cats' brains have been getting smaller, so it's true, yeah. Especially orange cats. Of course a wolf girl would say that, it's true though, yeah. Dogs are bigger though. Yes, but they are smarter. Turns on your stove and walks away. It's happened, I'm sure it's happened. Yeah, I've been trying, yes, dogs are way smarter, yeah. Dogs are way smarter. Researchers found out, no, I know what you're talking about. It's not true. Dogs are smarter than cats. A cat will learn how to make so much noise a human will open doors. Yeah, well, I've actually, in my history, my dogs have been way more vocal than my cats. My dogs, they're way more to start howling and crying and screaming than cats, because the cats will just kind of like chill and do whatever. My cats were super solitary. I mean, they're friendly, but they were kind of like, meh, whatever. They didn't really come to me for too much. They just kind of did their own thing. My dogs, on the other hand, they're like, my tennis ball! My tennis ball went under the sofa! Seriously, you would think that someone died. You would think that she was dying. My dog Exie at my parents' house, she's just like, when her tennis ball goes under the couch. So I get the tennis ball for her, and then she'll bounce this is what she does. She literally throws her tennis ball. She'll pick it up and she throws it in her face, so it goes bouncing, and then it goes back under the couch, and then she goes like, this is what she'll do. She'll walk over to it, she'll sit down in front of it, look over at me, and just go, until I fish it out for her again. So that's why she doesn't get her tennis balls. That's why she's only allowed supervised tennis ball play. Because she gets so crazy about it. Cute, yeah. Yeah, she's such a big baby about it. Depends on the research. Are they? Well, cats were bred to be sitting home, be cute, and hunt rodents. Dogs are historically trained and bred to do a lot of different things, yeah. Yeah. Dogs are a major handful, I find. No, it depends on the dog. Like, my dog Julie was, she was even easier to take care of than a cat, even though she was bigger than one. She was extremely, extremely easy. She was a lap dog, so she just likes sitting down and sleeping all day. And she likes to go lay in the sun, and she likes being petted, and she likes to eat. That was like her entire, like, MO. She was super, super, super easy dog. She never had accidents inside, she never chewed anything up. She didn't bark. She never howled. She's a perfect dog. You just have to find the right animal if you're worried about that kind of stuff. Some dogs are crazy, and usually dogs just grow out of it. Like, for example, Azula is super mellow now. Azula is super mellow now. She used to be crazy, and now she just kind of like, because we have the younger dog, she like totally sobered up and became super like serious. All of a sudden, she doesn't do that thing anymore. She doesn't screech, she doesn't howl, any of that stuff. Sounds like my old dog. I love old dogs. Old dogs are my favorite because they're so easy. They're so easy. Yo. Snakes were bred to tolerate hanging out on your shoulders and eat rat. Yes. My gecko, like reptiles in general. When you domesticate reptiles and like breed them to be pets, they're not. I know a lot of people, they think when you domesticate an animal, it becomes like a dog or something. Like, oh, I domesticated it, therefore it'll love me. No, domesticated animals have different, like, types of animal they'll become, right? Like, a domesticated cat is very different from a domesticated dog, right? So, same thing goes with reptiles. Like, domesticated reptiles, it's not that they like you or anything like that. They're just used to people. They're not, like, totally terrified, in terror at all times seeing you. They're just kind of like, yes, this is my food, you know. Reptiles aren't domesticated, they're tamed. It's a wildly different thing. It depends. It depends on the reptile, because I would say leopard geckos are domesticated. I would say they are domesticated. Tamed is different, yes. There is many times in the reptile trade where there will be wild caught reptiles that people catch, sell to the pet market, and then, you know, they're technically tamed if they're used to your presence, that kind of stuff. I would say that leopard geckos are domesticated. You know. Debatable, there's extreme marked difference in highly developed snake morphs compared to the behavior of wild-caught animals. Yeah. I would say there are domesticated reptiles. I can imagine a Florida man trying to domesticate gators, though. I don't know. We aren't at a point where we could domesticate gators. You can tame a gator, but I don't think you can domesticate a gator. Domesticated is characterized by a change in phenotype or behavior. Yes. So I would say that is the case. That is the case for leopard geckos, because we breed them to have certain colors, all that kind of stuff. They change like the look of their bodies, that kind of stuff. Same with the many types of snakes, like ball pythons. They're just too baby. They're too baby. If you put any of those in the wild, they'll die instantly, even if they're raised into the wild. I saw one guy who has an emotional support gator, very cute. Yeah. They're the most intelligent of all reptiles, so you can, basically. Alligators, yeah. I like alligators. I like them. But I feel like there's always, you can never... I just don't think, I've only seen gators be tamed, never domesticated. You know? They get used to people and stuff, but I don't know if I wouldn't say that they're domesticated. Plenty of reptiles are domesticated, yeah. Same with birds. Plenty of birds are domesticated, right? Right? We change their phenotypes. They're friendly. We've domesticated foxes, you know. I do think that typically mammals lend to the best domestication results, though. Yeah. Is Moser domesticated? No. I'm wild. Even though I'm tamed. That's what it is. Parts of me are tamed, at least. Not all of me, though. Yeah. I live a cozy life, but I got wild blood. The swamp cat was so chill. Swamp cat? Are they? I mean, some understand some basic language even, but they're still an animal that can kill humans in a heartbeat, so it's playing with fire. Alligators? Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know, I would say they understand language, but they understand, like, cues. You know, they understand... Same with dogs. Dogs don't know how to read, but dogs can associate symbols. Like, they can do, like, you know, there's, like, picture to picture. Like, oh, this picture means food. This picture means, drink, right? But it's not that they're actually reading it, you know. They taught a poodle like 100 words, but it does not actually mean... They don't actually know how to read, they just know word means this. Like this picture, this symbol means this, essentially. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what else is there? Sorry, I've been rambling. I got, I don't know. I don't know what else there is. There is something special you'll see today, but you'll have to wait till the end of the stream. And then I have to do more separating the model after this stream. I have quite the work cut out for me, and I have even more art-related stuff I have to do for stuff that's urgent. But let's get into some Higurashi, eh? I haven't even started yet, so now we're in. My window's so tiny. But it seems to be working. I tested it, it seems to be working. I had to this is my save transferred all the way over from Norway, so. Alright. When is next donation goal? Tomorrow, I guess? I'll try and figure something out. Let's cry some Higurashis. Yippee yahoo! Load. No, 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 no. How is the sound? Is it too loud? Is it too loud? I think it might be too loud. What do you think? What do you think? Is it too loud compared to my voice? Sounds good? Retirement funds don't goal. Sound is good? Sounds good. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, this was KT talking about Cardcaptor Sakura. Ugh. It's just right, methinks. Okay. What's his voice? Okay.
Sakura can only mean Card Master Sakura, can't it? It's a super popular anime that's broadcast every week on government-run networks. It's broken through to every demographic, from little girls to grown men. You've seen it, haven't you? No, you've definitely seen it. Even I've seen it.
Yeah, even without the forced explanation, I know about it. It's that thingy where she fights in a different costume every week, right? Yeah. I know.
Oh gosh, how do I do the 9? Yup. It's cute, isn't it? Nana sometimes browses through it in the magazine stand to keep up with the story. I saw it for the first time recently. Sakura is cool and so cheerful all the time. I like that girl who's always filming with the camcorder.
It's not just popular with little girls. It's also surprisingly well received by older boys, isn't it? To think that Kei-chan was one of those.
I felt that I inadvertently blurted out something unnecessary, and it completely self-destructed, but that wasn't the main problem. So you all know it, don't you? Then why didn't you write it down? Sakura means Sakura Kinomoto. Sakura-tan. Cardmaster Sakura is the right answer!
The pump? What? Pump? Are Pump.
Mion quietly put her hand on my shoulder.
Kei-chan, now I am certain. Kei-chan, you, to your very core, are a geezer. Irrevocably so.
Why is everybody looking at...
Oh, wait, I messed up.
Why is everybody looking at me with those eyes filled with pity?
That's not true, Kirispica. Okay, let's do our best. Here's where the comeback begins. There's no coming back, Keiichi-san. The geezer! Now give up quietly and accept your penalty.
What was today's penalty game again?
Dressing up as a maid, complete with hairband and garter belt, while carrying around the winner's staff.
No!
Alright. If you're real members of this club, show me you won't let anybody come back from this disadvantage. Alright. Let's keep it rolling.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Kirispica seems happy. Why? How can this be?
He's probably awoken to the joys of cross-dressing.
This is some people's dream right now. This is some people's dream. Ah, Kirispica, your handband's gonna fall off. Let me fix that for you. Keiichi's like, I sure hope this doesn't awaken anything in me.
Ernina cheerfully adjusted the hairband that had been enshrined upon my head.
He's like Jesus carrying his cross. Oh my god. Keiichi is he's like Jesus right now. This is his crown of thorns. You're right. I know I'm right.
How does it feel, Kei-chan? Have you awoken to the pleasures of wearing girls' clothing in front of actual girls? Be honest now. It's alright. We won't laugh.
KTH Christ. Christichi! He's Christichi! Jesus Christichi! I can't believe this. Oh my gosh, cross-dressing? Christichi? Christichi died on the cross-dress for your sins. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So this was the truth all along.
Oh, you jerk! I'm gonna murder you! Swinging Mion's bag about wildly, I chased her in circles for a bit. Today's loser was quickly decided to be me. When I had been assured of finishing last, Mion showed her true power. She began racking up points with an iron fist. In the end, we didn't even have to add up the score to know who was on top.
Ah! Oh jeez. Oh god.
After that, in the changing room, with much wailing and gnashing of teeth, pushing the boundaries of shame and brutality, I was instructed by Mion on how to put on everything, from ribbons to underwear. Damn you, Mion. What do you mean, knowing this will come in handy one day? How the bloody hell will a man knowing how to put on a garter belt be useful?
Kei-chan, you're too loud. If you stay quiet, you might be able to pass this off as a rehearsal for a play.
That's right. But I can't. Oh wait, no. Oh, why did they put Dana on screen if sure okay, whatever.
That's right. If I cause a scene here, they'll find out I'm wearing women's clothing right now, down to the unmentionables.
This is like a fetish thing. He's going like really in depth on this. He's just sitting here, Casey just keeps going like,
Yeah, They're gonna find out I'm wearing girls' clothes right now. Even the panties that are hugging so tightly with bows and stripes. Oh no! Yeah!
That's what he's doing right now.
Oh!
Higurashi's like 70% fetish things, I agree.
I shuddered from head to toe, resisting the urge to scream.
Actually, Kei-chan, you have really smooth skin. Are you often told that it's easy to apply makeup on you?
Saying that, Mion gently rubbed my cheek. Ah, what kind of man gets praised for being easy to apply makeup on them?
How does it feel wearing a maid's hairband? It really finishes off the look. The hairband is the best part of the maid outfit, after all.
What do you mean, finishes off the look? Dumbass! Stop teasing me!
Kirispica's embarrassed. Cute!
That's right. Men like things like garter belts. Garter belts? That's right. Men like things like garter belts, right? So, how does it feel wearing one yourself?
I don't really feel anything. Hey, stop it! Don't flip it up!
Oh my god, this is just... What the hell is all this? Mion? Oh my goodness. This is getting a little too much. Read it, Mozu. Read the text. No! No! Oh my god. What are you doing? This is torture for me. I didn't even do anything wrong! Say it.
It's tight, isn't it? Can you feel... Can you feel it rub against your skin as you walk?
Stop! Don't whisper such strange things in my ear! Oh, my miserable manhood son. Oh. What the? My miserable manhood suddenly shifted. Eek! What the? Ew! What am I reading?
Higurashi, what's happening? Go back to being say-so. Oh, he's enjoying it. He is. What the heck? What is this? What is happening? What is happening?
You're turning red. You're turning red. Have you finally realized it? That's right. Right now, Kei-chan is exactly the type of maid that every healthy male wants.
Stop it, Mion! Really? Why do you have to whisper that right in my ear?
She's whispering it? Oh god, I gotta whisper this now then.
You're turning red. You're turning red. Have you finally realized it? That's right. Right now, Kei-chan is exactly the type of maid that every healthy male wants. Have you ever just wanted to hold a maid close to you? Kei-chan, you've currently become one with that maid. Don't you see? That's a distance far closer than mere touch can ever achieve. There. Can't you hear that pulse? That breath?
On the verge of overheating, a long red line flowed out of Reina's nose.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I'm really having to do this, aren't I? You better thank me for this.
Putting on makeup properly, making you wear a wig with the straight long hair you like so much. Kei-chan, I've made you into your ideal woman. And now, you're going to walk around town with me. You'll surely monopolize the eyes of all the men. That would definitely make you feel really good, wouldn't it? If only you didn't have this big...
What? Do it now! Read it now! No! Don't do this to me! Don't do this to me! No! Fine. This is what you signed up for? No! I did not sign up for this. The curse demands it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright.
If only you didn't have this big thing dangling between your legs, you'd be a real girl.
Saying that, she tried to flip on my skirt. This is definitely not the time. I can't let them
Oh my god.
I can't let them see me with this male-centric problem.
Oh my god. Crash thud. They beat him up because he had his thingy. He had a man moment. Got a duck itch. Oh my god.
Before I realized it, Elena was caressing my head and rubbing me with her cheek.
Kirispica, I never felt anything like that. You are super, super, super cute. I want to take you home.
Peering through Elena's vice-like embrace, I saw Mion laying spread eagle on her back. I see. This must be what Satoko and Rika-chan feel like when they became Reina's prey. After that, it took quite some time to calm Reina down from her frenzy.
Later, Kei-chan. Today was super enjoyable.
You will rue this day, Mion! This disgrace shall be returned tenfold! I'll achieve an overwhelming victory, then condemn you to a public shaming!
Only if you can beat me. I look forward to seeing you try.
Mion tossed me my clothes, and looking in as good as a mood as ever, she left. Okay, now that I've been released by Mion, I can't waste even a second running home.
By the way, Lego isn't as good as me-chan. So, if I happen to bump into anybody, I won't be able to follow up for you, okay?
Soon after that, I went into a full-out dash! I'm pretty sure I was running the 100 meter in about 6 seconds there.
Well then, Kirispica, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow! The fact that I didn't bump into anybody I knew was probably divine favor for my constant good behavior. It's been going my way today.
Oh yeah.
At that moment, the front door opened, as if somebody was waiting for me.
Oh, Keiichi. So you're home. I was just about to go out for a walk.
Oh, it's his dad.
Oh, Keiichi. So you're home. I was just about to go out for a walk.
I was dumbstruck by how slow my father was to react. A normal person would have realized the peculiar scene before them around. Oh, Keiichi. Dad! This is, you see, you know that club I'm always talking about? This is one of the penalty games we do there. It just so happened I lost today. My dad placed his hand on my shoulder. It was an oddly moist and uncomfortably warm hand.
Ew! Ugh! What the heck? Why the boing? Yeah, why the boing? What is happening?
Katie, let's have a little talk in my studio.
We'll keep it a secret from Mom, of course.
What? What?
No, Dad, let go! There's a show I want to watch right now. Leon, you shall rue this day.
What?
His artistic flame raging like wildfire. My dad dragged me along. I disappeared into the depths of the studio.
What? What happened? What the hell? Excuse me? Excuse me? What? What? He just had a chat with him, nothing weird. What was the boing then? What did the boing mean? What did the boing mean? What did that mean? Why did he boing? Okay. Anyways. Is this his mom?
Katie, are you home? Oh, you were in the bath. Is that makeup remover?
More importantly, what's the matter?
Sorry. I have a headache and I don't think I can make dinner tonight. I'm terribly sorry. Can you go out to eat with your dad?
My mom is a go-getter superwoman at work, but it occasionally takes a toll on her health. So this kind of situation is hardly a rarity. That's fine, but what will you eat?
If it's just for myself, I can probably find a way to scrounge something together. Take care.
Katie! We'll take the car, so hurry up! Dad quickly got the car ready. He must be hungry. He really only moves so energetically when it's time to eat. Sorry to keep you waiting. So, where are we going to eat?
I recently found a nice store. Let's go there.
My dad usually only complains about things. For him to actually praise something is unexpected. I wonder what kind of place it is that he'd rank it 3 stars. As one who seeks the way of the gourmand, I, Keiichi Maebara, am genuinely intrigued. The headlights of the car cut through the early darkness of the Hinamizawa night, carving a straight path towards town. I was wondering where such a gem of a restaurant could be hidden away. It was, shockingly, the family restaurant right by the station. Dad, that great restaurant you were talking about, was this? The words Angel of Mort were written on every family restaurant-esque cartoonish logo. Angel Death? The name of this restaurant, this family restaurant, is Angel Death? Well, what a name. Yeah, what the heck? Angel Death? Dead Angel. Yeah. It had the air of a girl-oriented all-you-can-eat cake buffet rather than a proper restaurant.
You've never been inside, Keiichi?
Come to think of it, I hadn't. There's been some times where I traveled to faraway towns to eat, but returning only as far as Okinomiya Station. There was really no reason to dine out. Home was just a stone's throw away after all. I see. That was the reason I never noticed it before. We stopped the car in the restaurant's parking lot.
It's like an inside parking lot at this restaurant. That's so crazy.
Seems like business is booming. There's quite a few cars parked here. But what really amazes me are the license plates. There's a lot of them that can't be from this area. Fukuyama, Nagoya, well that's fine. Chiba? Saitama? Opening up my mental geography book, I calculated how long it would have taken to get here via the major highways.
Keiichi, it seems you finally realized how amazing this restaurant is.
What's the meaning of this? How can so many people travel from so far away just to come to this restaurant?
It's a maid cafe, isn't it? It's a maid cafe, and he's taking him here because he was a maid. And he's like, this is your future, Keiichi. That's what's gonna happen.
Following my dad, I climbed the steps and entered the building.
Oh, that's how you know it's 80s.
The bell attached to the door clattered as we entered, and a waitress soon greeted us. After confirming our party size and whether we wanted a smoking or non-smoking seat, she guided us inside. Dad ordered 2 of the daily specials. It seemed that they were ready-made, so there wasn't much of a wait at all until our meals were brought to us.
Wait, ready-made meals at a restaurant? Why would you do that? Pre-made food? What's the point in going to a restaurant?
The taste was, no offense to Dad, not so different from your run-of-the-mill family restaurant. If you're just talking about the taste, it seems like normal family restaurant fare. Who gives a damn about the taste, Keiichi? See?
Isn't it great?
I see. It just may be that the food here might be nothing more than average. The demographic of the customers was pretty much all young men. It may call itself a family restaurant, but there wasn't a single table with a family. And yet it was packed. The parking lot was filled with cars from all corners of the country. If they didn't come from far and wide to eat this completely mediocre food, then there's only one other reason. Dad flagged down a nearby waitress.
Excuse me. The dessert that comes with the meal still hasn't come yet.
Ah!
Oh my god. He got his revenge! Why is Mion working at a place like this? Isn't she 14? Oh my gosh. Oh no, my nose! Ah! Oh my gosh. This is what her uncle puts her up to? Don't ask questions. Oh dear.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
There's a dessert that comes with Daily Combo A. I've been waiting for quite a while.
It's my apologies. I'll bring it right away.
The apparently rookie waitress rushed off, flustered. Dad, could it be this restaurant is...
Aren't they great? The waitress's uniforms here, I mean.
BAM!
What
What are you doing, Keiichi? My own father never hurt me. I'm your son! Listen, Keiichi, I've never come here with impure intentions. That bell and attirante and eccentric clothing, Kelevit. It is my artistic muse. I wanted you to feel that. Even you must have yearned for this stimulation, haven't you? Coming here alone, though, is a bit embarrassing. You understand? That's why I dragged you here. Just blame me. Even if you must contemn me, I wanted you to know this feeling, Keiichi. I need to take a leak. My father has always had a bad habit of trying to hide his embarrassment using incomprehensible nonsense as a smokescreen.
Wonder if Mom knows he goes here? Likely not. How did Keiichi not know? How did he not recognize Mion?
I want to believe that this weirdness won't be genetic. Continuing his one-sided rambling, my father stood up and headed to the washroom. With him gone, I was left alone in the booth. Finally, at this time, a feeling of embarrassment welled up inside me. I had nothing to do but go beet red with shame. The waitress from before returned, her eyes alternating between the order slip and the table. Arriving at my seat, she hesitantly tried to say something. A more veteran waitress offered some advice from over her shoulder. Just calm down and say sorry for the wait.
Terribly sorry for the wait.
Right, just like that. Do your best. Whispering that into her ear, the veteran waitress left. This waitress must be just been hired.
Do you not recognize her? Mion?
With an absolute lack of confidence, she moved hesitantly and maybe even somewhat perilously. Just watching her put me on edge. I slightly watched as she placed a dessert on the table with an inexperienced hand. But it's just as Dad said. What incredible uniforms these are. They were like a bunny girl plus a maid plus some sort of frilly outfit. All in a perfect ratio. Most certainly a rather dubiously charming kind of fashion. In any case, she in no way appeared to be a proper waitress. What should I do? I was catching a glimpse of too many things. That is, I didn't know where I should look. Wearing something like that and walking around the restaurant. It's as bad as it can be for digestion. Even though she was wearing the outfit, this particular waitress had no idea what to do either. This flustered state, without a doubt, should be attributed to the amount of bare skin showing rather than being new to the job. Both the waitress and I mutually avoided eye contact. What a platonically embarrassing feeling this is.
Keiichi's blind, yeah.
I'm a customer, you know. It's alright to be more straightforward. My nose is beginning to bleed. At that moment, our eyes just happened to meet. Both of us blinked, doubting who we were looking at. What? This is... Mion? Is that you? On top of her hair being let down, she was so far removed from her usual confidence-filled attitude, I didn't realize it was her at all. It was Mion! Why is she here? Why are you working at a place like this?
I'm helping out at my uncle's store.
Come to think of it, I did hear her talk about how her relatives have stores in town, and that she sometimes works part-time to help them. Oh. That must be a lot of work. The nervous feeling I had dissipated in an instant. Knowing that this was Mion, there was no reason to feel that way.
Well, actually, my animal instincts tell me that the power balance between Mion and myself has been turned upside down. That's right. I am a customer. My position is superior to hers. Damn, Keiichi. I hope you never become a successful man in a position of power. The humiliation from today's penalty game was cutting through the recesses of my mind. There really is a god! For him to grant me this opportunity for revenge. Noticing the flames of vengeance burning in my eyes, Mion took a step back. But, seeing it like this... This type of clothing suits you very nicely, doesn't it?
It's embarrassing, so please, don't look so much.
I confirmed my preemptive strike was a clean hit. There's no mistaking that Mion is currently defenseless. While confirming my attack was successful, I simultaneously lined up the combo. Jesus, Keiichi, oh my god. Mion, you have pretty big breasts. Seems like you're ready to spill out. That's disgusting, Keiichi. That's not even smooth. That's just cringe. Even right now, all the customers are definitely looking at you.
Don't say that.
Don't play coy with me. I know that you enjoy drawing all the male attention with that embarrassing getup. I mean, if you didn't, there's no way you dress up like that.
It's not like I'm doing this because I like to.
Is this alright, Keiichi, my butt? Aren't you taking this a little too far? Even if it's payback for the humiliation during the day. Isn't this too much? Hey, shut up, Logic! To pay back me on tenfold is a chance you'll hardly ever get! Oh my god, Jesus, Keiichi, chill! Chill! I'd say this is going too far, but she straight up molested her. Yeah, she did. She did do something really messed up. This is fair, but also is it right to enact vengeance every time, you know? Sometimes it's good to be the bigger man. Literally. Wearing this kind of getup, your mother must be so disappointed. That part where you can almost just see something is the best. Come closer! Stop! You still lack the spirit of service towards your customers.
Please forgive me.
Oh, jeez. Jeez, Keiichi. I want to take you home.
No! No, not that!
Entering a version of Reina's cute mode, blood spewing from my nose like a waterfall. I was going until I had no regrets. Gee, Mion, you look like a real trollop. I bet no one will ever love you. Jesus! I was going to complete this verbal humiliation, revenge for today's events. Yup, I'll spare you the rest for today. Seems that Mion's neural circuits had completely shorted from the embarrassment. I might have teased her a little too much, or so I thought, but such a meek Mion is something you hardly ever see. This was good for now, leaving aside what exactly was good. I never knew. To think that the high and mighty Mion would have a hard time being a waitress.
That's wrong.
This is such a surprising side of you. I want to show this to Mion from this afternoon. Actually, I want to show Reina and the others. Reina will definitely flip out with joy. Do you think she'll say she wants to work here?
That's wrong.
I could never imagine in my wildest dreams that such a cute outfit would suit you, Mion.
I'm saying that's wrong.
While turning bright red,
Mion finally spit out the words that were lodged in her throat. What do you mean? That's wrong.
I'm not Mion!
What? I was taken aback at Mion's confusing words. If you're not Mion, then who are you? You're Mion Sonozaki, right?
I'm sorry. I should have said this earlier, but my name is Shion Sonozaki. Mion is my older sister.
What? My eyes unconsciously widened with surprise from this brazenly crazy talk. Mion, probably thinking that there was no way such a far-fetched excuse would work, turned bright red with fidgeting nervously. Shion Sonozaki.
Yes. I'm often mistaken for my sister.
But when we met, you made that kind of response that you wouldn't make if we were meeting for the first time.
That's because my sister is always talking about you, so I knew who you were.
A little bit of a cringe-worthy excuse, that is. Cringe, Shion! Cringe! But when I looked at Mion's eyes, which begged me to believe her, the urge to tease completely subsided. To us, Mion had to be a leader who was normally overflowing with confidence, a guiding force. If I were to lash out at that Mion, I would have ruined something I shouldn't have. That was something I would never wish for. So I understand. This foolishness here is something very different from the everyday Mion. That's why she's Shion. Dies of cringe. I see. In that case, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, as long as you understand. My sister has a lot of enemies, you see.
Well, now she's self-aware of that fact, now is she? As I unintentionally laughed aloud, Shion laughed with me. Shion, is this your first time being a waitress? Doesn't seem like you're used to it.
Actually, today is, Kei-chan is my first customer.
A little flustered after saying that, she quickly asked if it was okay for her to refer to me the same way her sister did. Heh? Seeing that blatant quirk was so cute, I couldn't stop laughing. So you said you worked part-time at your uncle's store before. I thought you would have been more used to it.
Oh, I have other relatives that run shops. That's why this is the first time I'm helping the uncle that owns this place.
I see. That makes sense. Anybody would be tentative doing a job that they weren't used to. Does Mion ever help out at the store?
Oh, my sister is, you see, she's not good with these cutesy things.
I know what she's trying to say. That's right. Mion is more suited for cool things, so I think having you help out here was the right choice.
Huh?
Shiona is probably thinking she misheard me. That uniform, it would never suit somebody like Mion. But for Shion, I think it works.
Huh? You mean that,
Shion, like Nena often does, spaced out and turned bright red.
Well, what does that mean, exactly?
Well, at least for this moment, it felt like Shion's character actually existed. Because there was no way that the Mion I knew had this side to her. At that moment, we realized that the more veteran waitresses were waiting at us from across the room.
Sonozaki-san, you can take your break now. Oh, okay.
Mion finally returned to her senses. It seemed as if it was time for her to take a break.
Well then, I'll take my leave. It was fun talking to the infamous Kei-chan.
Sorry for mistaking you for Mion and teasing you. Please tell Mion that I will take my revenge one day.
That thing where you were forced to dress as a maid and walk around outside, right?
That devilish laugh and smile. It was exactly the same one as I knew! That's right. Tell her that I will return the favor for the total humiliation I suffered.
More importantly, I'm going to complain to my sister about the teasing I had to endure today. My sister will have my revenge during your club activities.
Bring it on! I'll get her before she gets me. Mion laughed with a warm smile devoid of any remaining nervousness, and disappeared into the back. I felt like I had a very valuable experience today. That's right. For now, I knew the high and mighty Mion has a weak point to panic and get embarrassed about. But of all things, for her to say she is a twin sister, I thought maybe I should ask Lena tomorrow if she really has a sister. And maybe it's better that I didn't ask. It's a bit mean-spirited. I've decided that the person I met here today was Shion, the younger twin sister, so I'll refrain from doing anything that would deny that. It's not that we actually made a promise or anything, but the little exchange gave birth to a new rule between me and Mion. Somebody tapped me on the shoulder. It was my dad. That was a long trip to the wash. Ew! He probably came up with a new idea for an art piece while he was sitting on the can.
Geichi, are you about ready? Let's go home.
Settling the bill, my father had his customer card stamped. It was pretty much filled. Damn, Dad, you're quite the regular customer. Was that new waitress just now somebody you know, Keiichi? Oh, so you're watching from the shadows. Dad has the oddest sense of tact sometimes.
Somebody from school? From Hinamizawa?
Yeah, she's the little sister of my friend Mion. Her school isn't in Hinamizawa, so she must go to one in town. I've never seen her at my school.
So not all the kids in Hinamizawa go to the same school.
The BGM has a, now you might wonder how I got here vibe. It does, yeah.
Only about half. The other half go all the way into town on their bikes. In this way, the feeling that I was really talking to Shion came to me. What should I say to Mion tomorrow? I met your little sister, something like that? Even with Mion being like that, us having a secret between the two of us made me both a little happy and a little embarrassed.
I mean, Mion's gonna know because Shion said she's gonna talk to her about it, so... If she is real, then Mion will probably bring it up. Is there really a Shion? An introduction to Angel Mort. I'm not sure why he needs to plot about this. Yeah, I don't know why. It's not that deep, Keiichi. I want to know more about Angel Mort. Okay, let's check it. Is there really a Shion? Here we go. Huh? Mion-san's family.
Yeah. More broadly, I was just wondering if she had any brothers or anything. I was actually wondering whether her younger twin sister named Shion really existed, and my curiosity got the better of me, so I quietly asked Satoko about it.
I wonder. She might not.
She wasn't being very clear about it. Had Satoko never gone over to Mion's house to play? From your reaction, I guess you've never met any.
Yes. I've never seen any of her relatives, except for her grandmother.
As far as I could tell, there were already dark clouds over the Shion is real theory.
Rika would know more than I. You would do well to ask her.
Satoko waved to Rika-chan, who was basking in the sunlight.
Aw, she's like a little cat. You have to let Rika go sunbathe for a couple hours a day. I just imagine Rika laying on her side on like a rock in the sun, and she's got her eyes closed like a cat, like she's loafing. Oh my god, that'd be so cute. Oh my god. do you know anything about Mion-san's family?
Rika-chan was surprised at the sudden question.
Mi has a big family, so I don't really know anything about them.
Oh god, not many, huh? For example, is there someone named Shion Sonozaki? Well, I might have heard wrong, so she might actually exist, but...
You mean she? Shion exists.
Huh? That was unexpected. So she was real.
Huh? Their names are quite similar, you know. I could get tongue-tied trying to tell the difference. I've heard she's Mi's younger twin sister, but I haven't met her too many times.
Rika-chan knew a bit about her as well, but hadn't seen her much.
I think I met her once at a funeral a few years ago.
She's not in this class, so maybe she goes to school in Okinomiya.
She may live there, too. Mion-san herself lives far apart from her family with her grandmother, after all.
She didn't live with her parents? Well, that was a bit odd. Was there something between them?
It's a very complicated family. She seems to have many relatives. There are doubtless many different circumstances.
For now, I learned that she had a younger twin sister named Shion, but her family structure, including her own position, still seemed very mysterious.
Oh, what are you three talking about? Let the old man in on it.
Oh, Mion-san, you've come at a good time. Might it be true you have a younger twin sister?
Mion?
Crap. Younger sister? Well, yeah, I do.
Mion grew Mion grew uncharacteristically red in the face and lost. I think she's looking at me.
Oh my! I had no idea. What kind of person might she be? I would very much like to meet her sometime.
You shouldn't bother. She's not cute at all. She's really conceited. Besides, other than talking to her on the phone once in a while, I haven't seen her for a long time either.
Why did it look like she was in such a panic? It's like she was declaring that Shion from yesterday was actually a fake. Anyway, this was pretty funny, so I let it go on for a little while longer. Another Mion, under the name of Shion. Will I be able to see her if I go to that restaurant again? I had a mysterious feeling, as if I made a new friend despite knowing that she and Mion were the same person. And then an introduction to Angel Mort, Angel Death.
Reprinted from the Victorious War Photographer's Guide, April issue. Complete Conquest Analysis, Family Restaurant Chapter. Now, at last, we come to the blazing hot third day. To Angel Mort, a super famous restaurant, and the envy of all enthusiasts, despite being located in the remote Shishibone city of Prefecture. Why exactly do the most famous stores avoid the centers of human habitation? It can only be because it is a trial given to us by God of War photography. It is famous locally for having the best desserts in town, but that matters not to us. If you want expensive desserts, then you can just go to a place or something. We aim not for sweet treats, but for sweet uniforms. The fragrant aroma of sweat wafts from these obligatory waitress uniforms, creating no less than a public torture device.
Jesus Christ. They all smell sweaty?
How can their bashful flirtation be on par with all the other restaurants with cute uniforms all across the country? War photography hunter. Away! The smoking areas are the real superpositions. Aim for your chance at them with the tenacity of an octopus. Yesterday, I failed to get seating. Today, I will aim for the ultimate golden seat, the corner box in the smoking area. Otaku are overwhelmingly non-smokers, so I'll procure a spot in the smoking area and set up camp there. As expected of you, the hunter. He's saying his victory was decided the moment he chose his seat. In actuality, Ryu used the same tactic during the grand opening of Akihabara's and succeeded in getting the best seats in the house. Back then, he also went early in the afternoon, just after the lunch rush, and not only did he find his target seat empty, he also obtained it with ease. By utilizing tricks such as ordering a little at a time, he effectively increased the number of opportunities for engagement, carefully scoping out his chance for a picture. But, as if cursed by that from the day before, the god of war photography did not smile upon him. After suffering successive, firm defeats until 3 p.m., he had no chances coming his way. And after 4 p.m., a man began to take his orders. It looks as though he's been seen through. It is the rule of a hunter to withdraw with grace once marked. My aim was perfect, but the fork technique I used at 2:30 seemed to have backfired. Maybe they were wary, since I sat in the booth and left my bag on the floor. My camera was already hidden in my travel bag, and might fossilize in there. If there were 2-digit EGs involved for sticking here half the day, I'd have a high encounter rate.
He's trying to get panty shots. Oh my god. He's trying to get panty shots of the waitresses. Degenerate.
I am mortified.
Even so, he still got a few pieces of gold, as to be expected from the hunter. He attained this nice angle despite lamenting his failure. He is an artisan. More surprisingly, though, is that this uniform conquest across Japan has yielded not a single arrested person. What an amazing start for the hunter who brags about having been to approximately half of the total prefectural police stations in his country.
Sadly, more common than it should be,
That thing the day before. The day before, a hunter took on the Shrine Maiden cuisine in Nagoya. His hunter spirit showed through too zealously, and as soon as he entered the store, he was seen through, placed in a booth, and waited on by the head priest. Despite waiting half a day, the much-anticipated Shrine Maidens appeared only at the time of his first order. A seriously huge blunder for a hunter.
So he's basically trying to get panty shots of nuns?
Now then, here we have the giveaways of the hunter's original photographs that always receive such high praise. We'll present one passionate reader with 3 all-you-can-eat low-angle pictures of the Angel Mort uniforms, chosen by the hunter himself. With such blazing hot pictures, you too!
Wait, I didn't get to see what the last thing said. Take some boxer creep shots, bud. Jesus. Wait, so he's taking creep shots of Shion, who's younger than Mion, so she's like 14 or 13? Dude. And he's selling them in the newspaper? This guy's taking panty shots of a 13-year-old girl and selling them in the newspaper? Kind of, aren't they twins? Yes, but they specify she's younger. They specify she's younger for some reason. Younger twin? So she's still 14. We're giving them away to fellow creeps, yeah. Does that mean... Wait. Is that... To be fair though, she wasn't working there at the time. So this is not... Ryo is not, That's not Keiichi's dad, right? That just means firstborn, secondborn, yeah. That's not Keiichi's dad that's taking these photos, is it? Because he's a painter, right? I wonder. No, okay. Okay. I don't think so. I think it's some random guy, yeah. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Who's this? Who's this? Is this a teacher?
Listen up, everybody. If you don't take cooking seriously, somebody's going to get hurt. This is part of your education as well, so don't fool around and do it seriously.
A lazy yeah wafted through the class in response. Half the school day today was going to be home economics class. The plan was for everybody to make curry rice and give it to the forest rangers who had let this building be rented out as a school. If everybody were making curry in the same pot, it would have been more of a party-like atmosphere, but this was school after all. Excluding the youngest students, each one of us would be making our own curry, with the results being judged. Oh yeah, the teacher's a woman, I think, right? Alright, wait, I got my voice cracked.
Alright, everybody. It may be that nowadays curry is an easy meal anybody can make, but it has its roots in traditional Indian cuisine. Even though we've altered it a bit in Japanese style, it is still instilled with the knowledge and culture of ancient India. Absolutely do not neglect that fact. I'll have words with anybody who doesn't take this seriously, so be prepared for that.
Not so respectful.
That seemed like a needlessly passionate sermon on curry. Well, whatever.
It's rumored that Chie-sensei has devoted her life to curry. She'll probably be a pretty strict judge.
Well, as long as you're not failing, your grade in home ec doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter at all.
I wouldn't say that. If I were you, the teacher's a tyrant when it comes to curry.
What the heck does that even mean? A curry tyrant? Never heard of that before.
You see, our normally mild-mannered teacher, for some unfathomable reason, is a stickler for curry. Unyieldingly so.
Yeah, it said that every year she goes on a journey to India to research mythical curry. This is just a rumor, but it seems that she eats curry rice 3 meals a day. And if she occasionally has something else, it always has to be curry flavored.
I want curry. I've only had like curry twice, and I don't even think it was I don't even know if it was authentic. I had yellow curry. I had yellow lamb curry. It was delicious.
That's not unyielding. That's unnatural. Is she part of an evil cult or something? Besides, doesn't curry top the list when it comes to junk food? Curry 3 times a day is just weird, nutritionally speaking, and... Embedded into the table right by my fingertips. A chef's knife, ladle, and spatula. Hummed gently as they still quivered.
Oh Jesus, she threatened to chop his fingers off. Oh yeah, she threw it. They're all embedded in the table.
The teacher, while still mixing her own pot, was looking this way, smiling.
Kei-chan, shh. If you say any more, you'll be sleeping with the fishes.
Saying even a little bit more would make my situation a lot more dire. Yeah. Just be serious and make your curry properly and everything's good, alright?
I don't think it's going to be that easy today.
Look, Mitana's.
It's written all over her face. If the playing field is even and we're being judged, there was no way this won't turn into a competition.
It looks like we're all on the same page. It's a cooking contest!
I knew it. There's no way Mion would leave such an enticing event alone.
How shall we determine the victor? By how the teacher judges it?
As if saying, but wait, there's more. The teacher reappeared with principal in tow.
The purpose of today's event is to show appreciation for the people at the forestry service, so they'll be judging the results with me.
Yep, your teacher and I, as well as 5 people from the forestry service, will be judging your cooking. Good luck to everyone.
Even the principal? Looking around, it seemed like the interest of everybody in the class had been piqued.
So that's what's happening. This isn't going to be just some casual curry cook-off.
Nana's good at making curry. I'm not going to lose today.
She is good at cooking.
My grade is cooking in a group, so I'm together with Rika.
Oh yeah, because she's young. She's a baby.
That's unfair. I'm pretty sure that Rika is good at cooking.
My curry is so tasty, it'll send shivers down your spine.
What about Mion? It doesn't seem like she's too good at cooking. Her type has always been bad at this kind of thing. But Mion continued to look unconcerned.
I'll tell you what Kei-chan is thinking right now. Mion is definitely bad at cooking. Am I right?
I don't like the way she said that. It couldn't be. Mion couldn't possibly. At that moment, the teacher's whistle sounded.
Alright, everybody. Are you ready? Be very careful with the knives. Start!
Oh, they would not allow this in my school. The kids would chop their fingers off instantaneously. I'm craving curry now, dang it. Me too.
The call to arms had sounded. We had to use an outdoor kit to cook the rice, but it wasn't that difficult for a camping veteran like me. Put the rice into the canister, push your palm to the bottom, fill with water to just above the wrist.
Are you alright with only that much water? If you don't put in more, it could be bad.
You filthy liar. If I put in any more, I'll just be left with some half-cooked porridge. Sadako, that's meant to be a trick. It won't work. I'm used to cooking rice with these utensils. First it starts to bubble, then the steam starts to puff. And you don't take off the lid no matter what.
Kirispica, you're amazing! This is a little unexpected. Did you learn this at summer camp?
My dad really likes to go camping, see? Whenever summer comes around, our family goes a lot.
So this means everybody is good at cooking the rice. In other words, the critical part of this challenge will be the curry.
Curry is Rika's specialty. Don't cream you all.
Don't crave me, Sadako, no! You lost me at Rika's. Why don't you help with the cooking too?
Maybe. Sadako-chan is helping the most by doing nothing at all. The ends justify the means. I just have to win.
That was a pretty malicious comment for Reina. And Sadako took it hook, line, and sinker. Reina could only apologize between fits of laughter while Sadako chased her around.
Well now, should we move on to the curry? For now the battle truly begins. After rinsing off the carrots, potatoes, and other standard vegetables.
Ah!
I grasped the knife.
What does today's curry taste like?
Reina hummed along. Her very well-practiced hands wielded her knife. The rhythmical sound of the knife hitting and cutting the board harkened to kind images of days long past. Simply put, it was perfect. It was so calm and practiced. I seriously don't stand a chance! I looked over at Sadako and Rika-chan. Sadako was in charge of washing the vegetables while Rika-chan was in charge of peeling them. That's what I heard was being discussed, but Rika-chan's knife skills are something else as well.
Alright, here's how my cooking works, guys. I am not well practiced. I'm not good at cutting things. Like, I'm very slow at cooking, I'm very inefficient, and I have bad form. That being said, I feel like I always have peak tastiness. Alright? I always end up with peak tastiness. Every single time. Every single time. That is my declaration. Even if it's a little rough around the edges, and it's not pretty, and I take a very long time to make it, it is always peak tasty, alright? If you're cooking for yourself, that's all that matters. Well, in my opinion, even, like, I feel like I also make, you know, I also don't measure anything. I never measure anything. I do it by eye. So my stuff is very rough around the edges, but I think it's very tasty. And I think it's usually the tastiest of all. That is my opinion. Like, I always get upset that my omelets are kind of weird looking, but they taste good. Yeah, well, I don't make a lot of egg dishes for obvious reasons. But I make super good ribs. I make super good apple pie. I make super good cookies. Yeah, I'm good at cooking. I just don't do it often. I never tasted anyone else's cooking, so I have nothing to compare it to. I gotta eat more eggs. I heckin' love them. Yeah. When I cook for myself, I don't care. It's just a frozen meal or whatever. It's some bread. I don't care. But if I'm cooking for other people, I'm slow and it's rough around the edges, but it's always very tasty. Mostly because I usually use cornstarch instead of flour, and that comes out tastier. I use well, not instead of flour, but like I use it as a thickener instead. Like cornstarch as a thickener in apple pie is so much tastier than pectin. I'm just saying. She's corn maxing for real, yeah. Can you post your rub or glaze recipe? I usually have a normal one I go with when I make steak. It's usually my rub for steak is usually very simple. I just do it. It comes down to how you cook it usually. When I cook steak, this is what I do. Because I don't have a grill, I do it on a pan. I do MSG, salt, rough salt and rough pepper, like crushed pepper. Sometimes chive. And I think that's it. Is that all I do? Yeah. I get it nice and rubbed down. And then I put it in the pan, and I put the pan on high heat so it sears really well, and I put it on olive oil. A little bit of olive oil. And then once I get a nice sear, I baste it with butter. And it always comes out very tasty, I believe. It's always very tasty. Beast recipes in members folder win? I could do that, I suppose. That sounds absolutely delicious. It is very good. And then you have all the drippings left over. So you can take the drippings and you can either dip your steak into it, or you can do more with it. Oh yeah, I also use soy sauce. I forgot. I do use soy sauce. Yeah. Oh, I use soy sauce and I use sesame oil. That's what I use. Okay. So rub the rub is consisted of okay, I remember now. My rub is chive. It's chive, MSG, salt, pepper, soy sauce, sesame oil. And then seared on high with olive oil, and then basted with butter after you get a sear. And you have to move it around, like, okay, you have to sear every side, so you have to sear the edges as well. Yeah. I've come to love drippings. Drippings are like God's creations as well. God, they're so good. Sesame oil done? Yeah. Oh, and I also put sesame seeds on it. Yes, I put sesame seeds on it as well. Yes, it's good. But it comes down to cooking it correctly. If you overcook it, it's not as good. It's still good, but I prefer medium rare personally. Yeah. You can tell how well cooked your steak is by pressing your thumb. Okay, if you press your thumb to your fingertips, and then you squish the flesh underneath your thumb. So, okay, when you put your thumb to your pointer finger on one hand, right? Your thumb muscle's pretty squishy. When you put it to the next finger, it gets a little harder. It gets harder, and it gets harder. And all the way to your pinky is well done. And to your first digit is rare. And if you just keep going, you'll get to all the different thicknesses there. That's what I use. So I can tell how cooked the steak is by touching it. No. I'm gonna make a salad grilled cheese sandwich now. No. At least if you're gonna make a salad grilled cheese, at least put like a sauce and a meat in it. Fancy it up a little bit. Oh yeah, I've heard
of this technique. Yeah, that's what I use. Yeah. My dad is a chef. I grew up cooking with him all the time. I grew up cooking with him all the time. We used to make homemade spaghetti from scratch all the time. What kind of sauce would you put on a grilled cheese? Depends on what I'm in the mood for. So, if you're just doing the grilled cheese, you probably just want to put maybe a little bit of ketchup and basil if you can. Because then it's like just like pizza, why not, right? It's like a cheese pizza at that point. But if I'm doing like a grilled cheese sandwich, then I might do like turkey and then sriracha and some rough-hewn mustard. I might do something like that. Yeah. And then I just mix that up, so it's got a nice kick to it. So if it's like a grilled cheese, it's like turkey and then a little sriracha, a little bit of rough-hewn mustard, and then maybe some pepper, black pepper. Worcester sauce and grilled cheese. I've had mayo and grilled cheese, but I thought that was really, really rich. It was good, but it was also just like, oh, whoa. It was like a truffle. It was like the truffle version of cheese. It was so rich. Yeah. HP sauce works fine. What's HP sauce? Yeah, I mean a good grilled cheese is just get some pepperoni, get some ketchup, get some basil, grill that thing, and it come out good. Yeah. HP sauce equals ketchup because it's red. HP sauce. What? I don't understand the finger steak cookedness. How do you not understand it? Mayo on the outside of the bread for extra crisp. I just use butter. I feel like it's good enough with butter, you know? Or if you want it to be extra crispy, just toast the bread before you start grilling it. You toast the bread and then you submerge it in butter. Blood. Okay, anyways. Okay.
I looked over at Satoko and Rika-chan. Satoko was in charge of washing the vegetables, while Rika-chan was in charge of peeling them. That's what I heard being discussed, but Rika-chan's knife skills are something else as well. She was happily rotating the potato and peeling it quite quickly. On top of that, the peel spanned the entire potato. What was that called again? Katsuramuki. I've heard that peeling a vegetable in one loop around like that is a highly regarded technique. She picked up the peel from the sink and carved a pair of eyes into it with her knife.
It's a snake. Ah.
Saying that, she placed the longly peeled potato skin on top of the head of a boy from her group. He wasn't even breaking a sweat. When it comes to Rika-chan and cooking, I couldn't even hold a candle to her. But, roar? Do snakes make that sound?
No! She's wrong. We'll have to kill Rika-chan for being wrong.
Alright then, how's my own doing? She's definitely just fumbling along. There's no way she can peel a potato so effortlessly like that. Absolutely no way! This can't be! You've gotta be kidding me! This is a trick. She's using special effects. Where's the wire? She's definitely using a wire.
Here, take a look-see.
As if she had already won, Mion proudly showed me the elongated potato skin.
You didn't know, Kitty. Mi was taught how to cook by her grandma. I'm not just cooking. I'm serving the flower arrangement to playing the koto. From marksmanship to radio cooperation. Even helicopter piloting is but one of the myriad of things she can do.
Strangely enough, the latter items were more realistic. It was the first few items on the list that seemed like a lie.
She's actually really good at cooking. It's just such a hassle that she never does it though.
Damn it!
I feel Mion. I feel it.
I'm also really good at cooking. Especially Chinese food.
Is that it? Boiling something and... Wait, this is her. Keiichi, boiling something and pouring it into a bowl doesn't count as cooking. How does that not... Okay, explain to me. Tell me how that does not count as cooking. Rika, I call cap. I call cap as the kids say. That is cap. Boiling stuff is definitely cooking. If you're saying making ramen noodles is cooking, okay, I guess debatable. But boiling the stuff and putting it in a bowl, soup is cooking. Making soup is cooking. Liar.
Shut down before I could even say it.
Yeah, pork bone soup, pork bone broth. Hot take, yeah. Rika be copping, yeah. I choked while doing that. Too bad for you. Today Keiichi-san shall be assuredly languishing in defeat all alone.
Jesus Christ. He starts smacking her. Dong! Tough words from somebody who can't even cook by herself.
Rika! There they are. I'll destroy Keiichi for you.
This does not look good. Everybody's smirking at me. Don't raise the white flag yet, Keiichi Maibara. Don't throw away this match. Calm down and think. Now, about how to peel those potatoes well. But how about, not about how to peel those potatoes well, but about how to win this challenge. There's too many people watching. I'm going to work at another sink. Saying only that, I gathered up all the vegetables and left that spot behind.
Can't you come be alright? I'm worried he might cut himself with his knife. Jeez!
Let's see what Kei-chan is doing.
No matter how hard I try peeling these, if I slip up at this speed, I'll lop my fingers right off. Then there's only one thing left to do. Tobita-kun! Okamura-kun! Oh, you guys were in a group of 4, huh? It was the 2 underclassmen that had become my sworn brothers ever since the event at that toy store last Sunday. They had been paired with 2 girls for their group.
Yup. Both the girls are pretty good at cooking.
So both of us can just mess around and we'll be okay.
Both of them pointed at the girls. They're not as good as Nena, but they're both good enough at handling a knife. I'll get straight to the point. At this rate, I'm going to lose this contest. Give me the vegetables your group has peeled already.
Mayabara-san, that's pretty much theft. But depending on what's in it for us.
In other words, it depends on the terms of negotiation.
Quite bold of you guys. Well, that's to be expected. Then let's do this. If I win, I'll let you eat that curry that Satoko and Rika-chan's group makes. How about that?
I don't know about that.
Both of them were hesitant after such a weighty proposal. Just one little push seems in order. Very well. Let's make them an offer they can't refuse. I pulled both of them close by the shoulders and made them my offer in a hushed tone.
I knew it! I knew he was gonna say this!
Of course. That includes the part that Satoko and Rika-chan have already eaten some of. I'll even throw in the spoons.
Ew, don't say that! Ah! What? That's not what that word means! That's not what that word means! What? Ah! No! No! Keiichi, why are you like this? What is with this game lately?
A red mist spouted vigorously from the noses of the 2 underclassmen.
Keiichi-san is also pretty good at this. Those are some pretty nice potatoes.
Having brilliantly cleared the vegetable peeling challenge, I returned to my comrades in triumph.
Wow! Amazing! Amazing! Keiichi-san's peeling is really good. Yeah.
That's not quite right. What Kei-chan has bared isn't a potato, but his fangs.
Yeah, I'm super serious about this. I'll crush you all!
Having finished with preparing the vegetables, next is to boil a pot of water. Then add the vegetables in order of which takes longest to cook. I learned this part from my mother when we went camping. But just cooking in order, it probably won't garner a lot of points. Looking over at Nena, she had a variety of vegetables cooking together in a delicate balance. She wasn't being ambitious or calculating a way to win the game. She was making delicious food with a mother's touch. I have a feeling that I could somehow compete with Mion in terms of technique, but I would be no match for Nena. She was way out of my league.
When my mother makes curry, you see, she always uses a lot of ingredients. And that's why Nana curry uses a lot of ingredients as well. I really wanted to take all night and stew it nice and slow.
I beg of you, will you please help just a little with my curry?
No. This is just one of our club activities. Nana won't lose.
When she enters club mode, even the normally kind Nena becomes an enemy.
Brutal, yeah. Oh, it's a horror game, alright.
Looks like Rika-chan is cooking apples as well. Oh, she's like a pro at this. How about Mion?
What, Mion, you... What the heck is that? Where'd you get meat from?
I predicted what we would be doing today by looking at the schedule. So I prepared accordingly. My curry is going to be marvelous!
Upon closer inspections, it looks like Mion brought her own vegetables and spices and other ingredients. They were spread all over the place.
Oh, jeez.
Mion, just for today, you brought all this stuff from your house. Objection! Gee, Sensei, there's no way this is allowed, is it?
Objection overruled. As long as it makes for delicious curry, anything goes.
For that normally serious teacher to go as far as to append a star to the end of her sentence. Just as the rumors said, he's a through and through curry freak.
Reina and Rika-chan are naturally gifted chefs. Come with thorough preparations. And... Kei-chan, what about you?
It's hopeless. In the grand scheme of cooking, peeling the vegetables is only a small part of it. The hurdles I must overcome are just too numerous and too high. Maibara-san, over here!
Oh, yeah.
Maibara-san, over here!
Turning around, I saw the voices calling me belonged to the two underclassmen from earlier, Tobata-kun and Okamura-kun. What's up, you guys? Huh? What's up with that pot? Is it from your group? Switch this with your pot before somebody notices. I think that the curry the girls from our group made, at the very least, is better than what you could make.
You guys? For me?
Don't get the wrong idea! If you don't win, then that is... Oh, that's right. If I don't win, then the talk of eating Satoko and Rika-chan's curry goes right out the window. Seems like you guys are getting riled up about this too. Sorry, I'm in your debt, but I'm surprised the girls in your group agreed to this. Maibara-san. We're also... Wait, Maibara-san. We're also serious about this. Filling in on day duties 3 times. These guys, to assure me victory, have paid the price. That gaze filled with burning conviction from my underclassmen. Yeah, I'm not fighting this alone. I'm fighting this with everyone! Leave it to me. Save some room, boys. I'll definitely let you eat your fill. We shall eagerly wait your victory. It's a gas stove, so controlling the heat is easy. All that's left is to let it stew for a bit. The delicious smell of curry began wafting upwards. The pot gifted to me by my 2 underclassmen certainly drew some double takes. Leila even looked surprised when she came to take a look, so it must be pretty good.
Kei-chan, you're pretty good. It looks like this'll be a good match right to the bitter end.
I don't see Kirispica's curry. Curry!
Nina's curry and Mion's curry too. Everyone's a worthy opponent. I've done my very best, but I'm not sure of the outcome.
Kichi-san, Rika's calling you. Go see what she wants.
Huh? Rika-chan's calling me. What could it be? Well, whatever. While I'm at it, I can gather some intelligence on the enemy.
She's gonna sabotage his food. What? Kichi, no, that's a trap. Yeah, they're sabotaging him.
Rika-chan was doodling on the ground in front of the pot, because all that's left is to let it stew. Even then, it's good to know that she doesn't leave the stove unattended. Hey Rika-chan, how's yours doing?
It's Mr. Curry.
Huh? Rika-chan was doodling something strange and introduced it as Mr. Curry.
Mr. Curry is amazing. He shoots beams from his eyes. Pew pew!
Apparently Mr. Curry shoots beams from his eyes. Drawing a beam with a stick, she etched a line towards my feet. Does this mean I've been shot with a laser? Oh! Barrier! Beam reflect! I took another stick in my hand and reflected the beam, striking Mr. Curry.
Mr. Curry can shoot beam missiles from his stomach.
Oh! Why about a super electromagnetic barrier? And retaliatory beam!
Mr. Curry absorbs the beam energy and fires his impulse wave cannon.
Rika-chan and I scratched at the ground, thoroughly engrossed in our doodle war. Wait a moment. Hey, Rika-chan. You called me here for a reason, right?
Yes, I called you. But I've already fulfilled my purpose. I knew it. I knew it.
At that moment, a chill ran up my spine. Already fulfilled her purpose?
They got me!
Headed back to my pot, standing there just as I feared with Sadako. With no questions asked, I drop-kicked the back of her head.
What do you think you're doing? You know better than to do that to a lady's head.
Who cares about that? Sadako, did you mix something into my
How impertinent. I haven't fallen that far. Despite what you may think, I'm a fair person, you know.
Then what's this incomprehensible line of ladles and plates? Leaving them all in these unstable positions. If they fall over, what will you do? At that moment, a gentle breeze blew by, knocking over a ladle that was stood up on its end. The ladle, like a domino, fell over and knocked the next cooking utensil.
Oh my god. Cooking utensil.
Knocked over the next cooking utensil in a row.
Clank, 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 clank. Dun, 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 dun.
This is art. Come to think of it, domino world record challenges were quite the rage on television a while back. Kei-chan! The frying pan! I didn't even have time to react. The chain reaction knocked over a cutting board, then a frying pan. The next after that was my pot.
That's... Dude, wait, that's so messed up. That's so unfair.
The fry pan struck my pot full force, tipping it over. The contents cruelly spilled out, and now my masterpiece was being sampled by the schoolyard. I stared, dumbfounded. It was such a beautiful and elaborate mousetrap that for a moment I lost touch with reality.
Oh my, this is a catastrophe. I didn't do anything, you hear me?
At the very last moment, I had let my guard down. I ignored the culinary incompetent Sadako for far too long. Even if she couldn't cook, Sadako still had this method of fighting back. Just then, Nana, who'd been sampling her own pot, let out a scream.
What? What? Rika's curry is salted. Salted?
Was Reina also sabotaged? Then what about Leon?
My rice is salty. I've been had.
It was this. All the obstacles in my way have been taken care of before the fight even begins. All that effort wasted. So sad, so sad. So very, very sad. Rika-chan and Sadako rubbed my dumbfounded heads to their heart's content. Wait, oh no, that wasn't her. That was him saying that. Won't Sadako get totally, like... They should totally rat on her then. What the heck? The teacher will crucify Sadako for ruining the curry. Because she's so enthused by curry. Oh no, your corpse tainted the curry, man. That sucks. You're gonna get drop-kicked into orbit, you gremlin, yell. Oh no, poor choice of words. What?
Pushing the desks together, it was about time for the meals to be judged. The delicious odor of curry spread throughout the courtyard. The members of the forestry service, to whom we owed gratitude for their daily work, were guided to their seats. The principal gave a bit of a ceremonial introduction. Next, the teacher expressed her desire for them to judge the curry contest. The men from the forestry service seemed to like the kind of thing, and gave their enthusiastic approval.
Well then, is everybody finished? We'll now have all the judges sample your cooking.
Everyone in the class brought up their painstakingly made curry and arranged them on the desk. The only club members who managed to make a decent result were Rika-chan's group. Knowing full well it was a failure, Reina plated her curry for the judges. She already knew she was going to get a low score. But at least she was still able to serve hers. Both Mion and I's curries were completely obliterated, so we couldn't even line them up on the table. The judges started from the curries made by the lower grades. They had a lively discussion praising the food. Finally, it was our curry's turn.
Next up is Ryoku-kun's curry. Yes, this looks quite appetizing.
Oh no, this looks quite appetizing. The principal cheerfully shoveled a spoon of Reina's salty curry into his mouth. Of course, his expression immediately changed. Oh my, what happened, Ryuko-san? It seemed so delicious when you were cooking it. Chie-sensei must have had some expectations, judging from her disappointment.
Oh, I'm sorry. I might have added a bag of salt by accident. What the? Don't cover for her. Totally, dude. Don't cover for that little rat. Oh my god.
The rest of the judges grimaced after they each had a bite. I feel sorry for them. Failure is but the seasoning for success. I'm looking forward to next time.
No snitches. That girl deserves it though. Chie-sensei is a woman, by the way. I know. Chie-sensei is a woman, and then there's the principal that's a man.
Do your best. Saying that, the principal devoured the rest of the oversalted curry in one go. Truly a man amongst men. Reina was down and out. Her offensive capabilities were something else. But she was defeated due to her weak defense.
Now then, please do our curry next.
I see Furude-san's group put a lot of effort into their curry. Let's see here. It's simple but very nicely done. There was also the incident with Reina's salted curry right before this, so the judge's assessment was extraordinarily high. Maybe not just extraordinary, but perhaps today's forerunner. The judges began a heated debate. One of those judges let out a sigh as he removed a chunk of carrot with a spoon. Yeah, this kid's curry really isn't half bad. But I don't like carrots, you see. Personally, I think that carrots are a staple of curry. But I guess to each their own. However, seeing that, Rika-chan read the nameplate on the chest of the coveralls and began to speak.
That's no good, Kyojin. You have to eat your carrots.
What is she saying all of a sudden?
Rika-chan's scary.
Everybody turned to Rika-chan with a stunned look. But what Rika-chan just did was super effective. The carrot-hating judge began stuffing his face with curry while tears streamed down his face.
Yoshi, there's seconds if you want them.
Mommy!
While crying like that, he continued to shovel curry into his mouth. That's right. Rika-chan's curry was by no means simple. No! That curry had the taste of a mother's cooking! With the carrot-hating judge out of the picture, Rika-chan's assessment was unanimous.
Nobody can stand up to Rika's curry.
Yeah, when you freaking smash their pots off the freaking stoves and fill everyone's with salt, no one can stand up to it then. Yeah, sure. I hate Sadako. I hope she gets her head caved in.
Don't be fooled, my esteemed judges. Don't be deceived into thinking this meager slop is the taste only a mother can provide. What you people actually wanted to eat was this kind of curry, wasn't it?
Oh! All of a sudden, in all its perfect glory, Neon's curry. Not only the judges, but the teacher, the underclassmen, and of course myself, could only gasp in admiration. Hamburg steak with a demi-glazed sauce and a fresh salad. It's a set! I wouldn't be stretching it to say that this was a full-course meal. It's perfect, it's perfectly made!
Amazing! Amazing! Michan, you're amazing! Michan, you're amazing!
I'm so hungry.
Sadako was also shocked. Even Rika-chan couldn't hide her surprise. It seems the victor was decided without even needing a taste. Of course, the hamburg was hand-kneaded. The salad was also had a home-style dressing, but a professional quality. And the curry, not even a micron of grit. This is sublime. Truly a taste to savor, Sonozaki-san. The curry is no doubt a living testimony to 6,000 years of Indian knowledge in beautiful harmony with Japanese cuisine.
Yeah.
I'm elated. This deserves full marks. I'm giving it 100 points.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm just trying to set an example as a class representative.
Mion bowed politely, and then winked at us with a smirk on her face.
I am defeat. There's no way this is happening. I'm certain I sabotaged that pot of rice.
That's right. Sadako had dumped salt into Mion's rice cooker, which should have ruined it. At that moment, it hit me.
I knew it. She only ruined his curry, but not his rice.
I spun backwards towards my own canister. That's why! At some point, my cooking canister had been opened. Its contents completely emptied. Damn you, Mion! You used my rice! There's no fair! Hand over half your curry! Mion clucked her tongue and waved her finger at me as a smirk washed over her face.
Whoa there, Kei-chan. You're not taking this seriously enough. You gave up at the last moment. I didn't. That's the difference between us. As soon as you give up, it's all over.
I couldn't even properly voice my shame.
Michan, I feel sorry for Kirispica. Just give him at least a little.
It's fine, it's fine. This is a lesson. Kei-chan just learned that you shouldn't give up the contest until it's over, right?
It loses me to say it, but Mion is right. To give up so quickly on the match was my own folly. For Mion to have brought that to my attention, I should actually be thankful to her.
Oh my god, you're so Stockholm Syndrome. He's so broken.
Well then, did that mean that even in this situation, I shouldn't give up? My curry was overturned while it was still in the pot, and I don't even have any rice left. How in the blazes am I not supposed to lose hope in this situation? My Butter-san. Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun suddenly appeared. Damn it! Even my proteges had tried so hard. I wasn't able to meet their expectations. It was an accident. There was nothing you can do. Both of them dejected. I couldn't accept defeat so easily. I was their senior. What would I be if I didn't pick up the broken pieces of the dream I'd shown them? I just learned it from Mion just now, didn't I? Don't throw away the contest. Not until the last moment. Think, Heiichi Maebara. Think. Not about how to make more curry, but about how to win the match. I had an idea. I didn't think it could turn the tables, but it was better than nothing. Tomita-kun, come! Wash your hands, help me out. Okamura-kun, there's something I want you to find.
Okay, gotcha.
Both of them dispersed after receiving these instructions.
Oh? How is Kei-chan going to flounder about at the end?
I mean, honestly, all he needs to do, he doesn't have to beat Mion, but he has to do better than Reina at least. Right? If he just makes the curry he originally had, if he just makes the original curry, then he'll at least score better than Reina because it's not oversalted. That's all he needs to do.
Why don't you show me?
Nobody likes a stubborn fool, you know.
Shut up! Just sit there and watch the last card I have to play. First off, Mion, I'll be taking some of your rice. I won't let you say no.
I don't really care. It's salty after all.
Don't care if Reina helps too, right? Kirispica is in trouble right now.
Hearing you say that is very reassuring. Well then, Reina, go make some tea.
He doesn't trust me.
Next, Sadako. Also, Rika-chan. I challenge you to a side bet.
What did you say? Listen to your request.
This was my duty to my two proteges who shed blood, sweat, and tears for my sake. Sadako, Rika-chan, if I receive a perfect score, I'll be taking your curry. Nothing for you to eat!
You need to know when to stop joking around. I'll be giving a big no to that.
No, it's alright, Satoko. Take him up on it.
Firmly patting the top of Sadako's head, Mion said those words with all the gravitas of a club president.
You handicapped him this much, didn't you? There's no way he can make up for that. So meet him head on. No matter how hard he struggles, he is not going to make a comeback. Right?
That may be true, but I don't mind. Kichi, go for it. Yay!
What will he do? The judges, seemingly growing tired of sampling the various curries, were debating each entry. From what little I overheard, it seemed that Mion's impending victory was not in question. By the way, what happened to Maebara-kun's curry? I still haven't tried it yet. Oh yeah, the pot with my curry in it fell over. Is that so? That's a real shame. I may have lost my curry, but that doesn't mean I've lost this contest. I'll have everybody singing my praises. My combative posturing had drawn the attention of all the judges. First of all, just be quiet and eat these, please. I'll listen to your complaints after that. This is my cooking! Maebara-kun, that's... Onigiri, huh? The judges smiled wryly at the simple fare that was quite in contrast to the preceding bravado. Reina poured tea into cups she had brought over from the break room.
He's making a mockery of this. There, look! There's not even any filling. It's nothing more than salted onigiri. This isn't even worthy of being called a contest anymore. It's true. The amount of salt might be a little much, but...
Nina's expression told me that she thought this was a great idea, but it might still not be enough to win the match. Mayabara-san, is this really enough to make a comeback? Gentlemen, you did well. It's alright. Just watch. The judges were chewing with their mouths full and sipping at their tea. Nobody was singing praises or awestruck. They were just quietly chowing down.
It seems that Kei-chan has learned how to use some rather underhanded tricks. This might be difficult.
Yeah, that's right. Nan understands them now, too. What do you mean? Why is everybody just quietly eating that much?
You see, Satoko-chan, that's because the judges are actually tired of eating curry.
Because they were judges, they had to sample each and every offering. And because they were from small children, because they were made to show their appreciation, they couldn't eat just a little bit of each. Sometimes a man values the amount more than the taste. At those times, rather than rich, mind-blowing favor, they crave simplicity. They couldn't say it out loud, but this was the tastiest thing they'd had today. I confirmed that by looking at their eyes as the judges smiled wryly. I'll praise your efforts, but today's contest was about curry. I'm not sure we can give a score to this. The teacher and the principal had folded their arms while they pondered the situation. My underlings, seeing that, saw the glimmer of hope fade away and grew dejected. Was this little surprise just not enough?
Don't give up, Kei-chan.
Miss Mion whispered quietly. That's right. If I didn't push here... No. I'll have you give it a score. If you think that curry and onigiri are really that different, you're sorely mistaken. Ah, Mayabara-kun, what are you saying? How are they the same? The principal stopped the teacher. It looked like he was giving me one final chance. The judges, having eaten their fill, quietly waited for my statement. In its homeland of India, curry is usually eaten with a type of bread called naan, isn't it? Therefore, you could say that this cuisine we call curry rice is something that we adopted and modified. Just as the teacher said at the beginning, it's a fusion of Indian and Japanese cuisine. I know what you're trying to say, Mayabara-kun, but what does that have to do with onigiri? It's actually very simple. Both onigiri and curry are things made to let you enjoy eating rice. Rice was introduced to Japan from ancient China. Our agricultural forebears watered the fields, fighting the elements, disease, and pests to grow and raise our rice-centric culture. Yes, the Japanese people have formulated a plethora of dishes, but those were nothing more than attempts to find a way to enjoy eating rice. In other words, curry and onigiri are both the result of rice culture. It was scattered at first, but slowly grew into a steady roar. It was a thunderous applause that praised me.
Enough with that nonsense already. I won't accept this. The teachers are only judging curry, you know. This is out of the question. It obviously deserves 0 points. Mr. Rika, that is best. Could you please acknowledge that?
Today's class was supposed to be about curry. What shall we do?
Mion, stifling her laughter, stepped forward.
There's a story about how when a Michelin 3-star chef from France came to Japan, the people from the hotel he was staying at had a whole bunch of ingredients from France imported. But the chef didn't even give them a second glance.
I wonder why that was. They were ingredients from his homeland.
The chef went to the local fish market and made a dish from the fresh fish caught. From the fresh fish caught in Japan. The culture of food isn't bound by predetermined rules. It's culture. If you come to Japan, you meld with Japanese culture and make something new. That's how curry and onigiri are the same.
Mion, she was providing fire support. I had to be grateful. The judges were somehow moved by this complicated yet baseless trivia. A stern look washed over the teacher's face as she refolded her arms.
Mayabara-kun, your pot of curry was flipped over, wasn't it? Even though I said at the beginning to be careful.
I'm sorry.
But, as Mayabara-kun and Sonozaki-san said, there were no boundaries in cuisine. If it's something that can amaze people, then it's not something that should be discriminated against just because of the form.
Then...
For spilling your pot, minus 20 points. But just for today, for not giving up and doing your best, plus 20 points. I'll give you 100 points.
Mayabara-san! We did it!
My underclassmen left at me.
A perfect score!
We did it! We did it! The curry was spilt and our rice was taken, but we made a comeback. In the end, Rika-chan's curry also received full marks, so everybody but Nena had a perfect score. Since this contest was outside the scope of regular club activities, there wasn't any particular penalty game. Nena breathed a sigh of relief. Now then, as promised, Satoko Rika-chan, I'll be taking your curry.
That means we don't have any lines.
Satoko stomps angrily at the ground in frustration, but the price of defeat was absolute. Is what I wanted to say, but I'll show you some mercy. You can eat half.
Thank you, Kate.
My two protégés peered over from the sidelines, tears of joy streaming from their faces. We exchanged glances that would only be understood amongst men. We did it! Mayabara-san! Ah, this is all thanks to you! We flashed each other a thumbs up. Now, I just have to give these to my pupils. I've gotten pretty hungry myself. I guess I'll have one of my onigiri. Wait, huh? There was no trace of my onigiri. The ones I set aside for myself included. As I peered around searching for them, the principal clapped a hand on my shoulder. When I was listening to that speech you gave, the rice I was chewing grew even more delicious. Could it be that you also ate my share? The principal simply laughed without answering. Seriously? My eyes have brimming with tears and my stomach rumbling. I was called over by the teacher.
Mayabara-kun, because of the circumstances, I had to give you a perfect score, but you understand, right?
Huh? Understand what? There was an odd glint in the teacher's eyes. If I had to describe it, it was curry-colored. Like a pot of stewing curry, her eyes whirled around in a spiral. A chill washed over me. The teacher clutched me by the shoulders and drew me in closer with our noses almost touching.
Curry is this world's most respected and sacred of dishes. I will absolutely not allow it to be put in the same category as onigiri. You hear me? Curry was created in ancient India, one of the 4 great river valley civilizations, and was raved about during the reign of the king Ashoka in Kablivatsu for the birth of the Shakya at the International Food Expo Michelin twirly, even after the Eiffel Tower was pickled in simmering curry turmeric, whether you are asleep or awake. Curry, 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 curry.
So true. Hey, Kichi-san, what are you stumbling around for? Cleaning up is part of cooking too. Can't you come? Your eyes are all curried. Why is that? Why?
Curry. Curry. Curry.
Yikes, she got him, huh? It's okay, he'll be back to normal by tomorrow. Probably.
It wasn't that long before hunger brought me back to my senses.
Oh my god, I'm so hungry. I am so hungry. Oh, brum, brum, brum. Wait. Ah. Okay.
In the end, all the onigiri was eaten by the principal, so I had to make do without lunch. Skipping lunch. I never knew the afternoon could be so long and painful. A feeling other than drowsiness made me space out.
Are you alright, Kirispica? That's why I said you shouldn't eat right this curry.
As if I could eat this curry with enough salt in it to make my blood pressure rise just by looking at it. Was what I said as I initially refused. I could only regret it. The hunger, the stomach ache.
Me too.
Well, you did a good job making it through. Your absolutely hopeless situation, that is. Kichan, you're pretty strong when you're cornered, huh?
I don't need any compliments right now. I need food.
Me too. He's just like me for real, for real.
There's something for you to eat at home, right?
We don't keep snacks lying around at home. And I'm out of cup noodles right now.
Since you're enduring that hunger so much right now, I'm sure tonight's dinner will be really tasty.
I had no intention of laughing along.
Me too. I'm hungry, please. Please, I'm so hungry. Oh my god.
Well then, I'll take my leave. I'll have my part-time job again today. It's really rough when you're not used to the work.
That job at that Angel Mort family restaurant, huh? That uniform was somewhat stimulating. Being a waitress is really hard work.
Midtown? Working as a waitress? Really? Really? What kind of place is it?
No! I'm looking at that toy store from the other day. Xion is the waitress.
My bad. I completely forgot. That was how it ended up being. I'm sorry. You guys look so similar, I mixed you up.
Kirispica. Who's she on?
I'm gonna ask the obvious question. Mion's younger twin sister. She's got a different personality, but she's a dead ringer for Mion.
That's right. We look similar, but our personalities are completely different. I'm very kind and thoughtful, but Xion has a cold and scary personality.
I think that when you guys were born, Xion got all the feminine aspects. Unlike Mion, she's a cute, cheerful girl.
Kei-chan!
Reina interjected as her eyes darted back and forth between our exchange.
Is that true? Nina's never met her. Mia-chan, did you ever tell me you had a younger sister?
Shion's existence was already being exposed as a cover-up. I couldn't help Mion out here. I could only have her end the charade.
Oh, yeah. I still haven't introduced her to you, Rika. My younger sister's name is Xion.
I don't know. I didn't ask. I never met her when I went to Mi-chan's house.
Yeah, that. You know I'm the only one that lives with Granny. Xion lives at the family house in Okinomiya. We're not that close, so yeah, she doesn't come here too often.
Reina's face indicated she wasn't sure if she was convinced. She was usually a bit of an airhead, but she was unusually sharp when it came to these things.
There's candy on the floor. I'm gonna eat it. I'm so hungry. It's black. I'm going to eat it. It was a truffle. I have a nectarine here! What the heck? Since when? I forgot I had this! Dude, I'm eating this nectarine. I brought this for breakfast. I forgot. Oh my god. Eating sounds time. Mmm. Is it also on your floor? No, this one's on my desk. My coffee cup was in front of it, so I forgot it was here. Mozu has food, also Mozu eats trash out the floor. It's not trash, it's edible. Oh my god, my life is coming back. It's been so long since I've had a nectarine. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. No more nectarine. Yay! Oh my goodness. I ate it all. It's just a pit now. Moses the fast eater. I was hungry. I was hungry. I'm gonna make real food after this.
She was usually a bit of an airhead, but she was unusually sharp when it came to these kind of things.
Well, it's not a lie. Please believe me.
As she said, "Yeah, I believe you," a smile suddenly blossomed on Dana's face.
Nana wants to meet her. I'll go and see her sometime. What store is she working at? What store?
That is...
She's getting more tangled in her little web. I could tell that Mion was getting increasingly frantic. I wanted to help her out, but it was hard for an outsider to butt in on family issues.
Sorry. I have to get to work. Later. Rina, Kid-chan. See you tomorrow.
Unilaterally ending the conversation, Mion headed home. No matter how you looked at it, she was running away.
We'll just label this as an emergency escape. Oh my gosh, it's dinner time. I didn't even realize that. It's 5:30. It's because I started late. Oh man. No. Min-chan is kind of cute. I wonder why.
Lena giggled in amusement. I wonder when dinner is. Would lying down be the best way to conserve energy? I sprawled in the entry without even taking off my shoes. As I was losing the last vestiges of my consciousness, the doorbell rang. Seemed I had a guest. "Come on in! It's open!" I directed my listless voice at the door.
Good afternoon. Huh? Kei-chan, what are you doing?
Seemed my guest was Mion, or rather Shion. She seemed shocked when she saw me sprawled out in the entryway. Is that Xion? Wait, why? I thought that Xian's existence was an illusion that was limited to when Mian was at the restaurant. That's why I've never considered that Xian would appear here.
I heard from my sister. Because of the club activities today, you weren't able to eat lunch, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of trouble. Sadako's...
Oh my gosh, I got hiccups. I ate too fast. It gave me hiccups. Yeah. Ugh.
Sadako spilled my pot and you stole my rice.
But I'm Xion.
She grew red and began to mope. That's right, she was the younger twin right now. Sorry. What's up? Did you bring something for me to eat?
Oh my. It's somehow disappointing that you hit the nail right on the head, but here.
With a disappointed smile, Xion held out the small bento box she had hidden right behind her back.
If they don't live together, that's not true then. They have to live together because she just said that they just spoke. I don't know if it's Mion trying to hide Xion. I think it is. Because Xion said immediately that she was going to tell Mion that they met. And then also, Xion instantly talked to Mion when she got home. Based on what we're hearing here. That's what I was saying before, but Xion knows our name and Mion talks about us at home, yeah. Maybe they have a phone on the phone, probably? Well, she said at home.
With a disappointed smile, Xion held out the small bento box she had hidden behind her back. Huh? You really brought something to eat? Thanks.
There was still some of the ground beef left over from what my sister brought to school. I knew it was going to be right before dinner, but I wondered if you'd want it. Am I bothering you?
Not even a bit. I'm really happy. Can I really eat this? Sneaking a look inside the box, to say that she just put some of the leftovers inside would have been a lie. There was an elegant meal stuffed inside.
Does Xion have a crush on us because we berated her? We gaslit her. We gaslit her and insulted her, and now she has a crush on us. She was like, "Wow, I was wearing skimpy clothing and got demeaned by that kid at the store. I can't help myself."
Is it really okay? There's not like a ton of hot sauce mixed in or anything, right?
Jeez. I'm not my sister. I wouldn't do that kind of thing. If you don't like it, you don't have to force yourself. Just go home and eat it myself.
Saying that, she pouted cutely and made a notion as if to snatch the bog bags. There were some times that made me doubt that she was the same person as Mion, and this was undoubtedly one of those moments. I don't mind at all. I want to chow down on it with thanks from the bottom of my heart.
It's not something to be so thankful about that your nose has to run.
Xion, who had thought I might not take the bento, looked down happily. There's not much, but, do you want to come in? I could probably make some tea or something.
Sorry. Maybe some other time. I'm on my way to work.
Oh, that's right. She did say that before.
Just, rinse the box out with water and give it back to my sister tomorrow, please.
Of course. It would only be the proper thing to do after being allowed to eat something that looks this delicious.
Well then, I'll take my leave. One last thing.
Xion grew red as she looked down once more.
During that contest with the curry, my sister took your rice without permission, right? My sister fools around too much, so sometimes she gets carried away. She wasn't doing it just to be mean.
Hey. It's not like I mind that too much. There are no grudges when it comes to club activities, after all. In fact, I should be the one that's thankful for all the thrills and entertainment. Could you tell that to me for me?
Yes. I think my sister will be very happy to hear that. Well then, I have to go.
Shion smiled brightly. After bowing deeply, she left as she looked at her watch.
I'm happy, but is this really okay?
I looked at the bento box that she left behind.
Oh wait, I said that.
I'm happy, but is this really okay? A faint warmth spread through the palm of my hand. If it were Mion, I could see hot sauce, mustard, maybe even a needle being mixed inside, but really, I don't think she would go as far as putting a needle in there.
Shut up! Shut up! Oh my god.
I opened the box once again and hesitantly tasted a bit. I took a bite, and another. There was no funny business. There was no danger at all, for it was delicious. That's right. That was Shion, not Mion. So there shouldn't have been anything to worry about. I rushed back to my room, eating as I gave my thanks. It was so delicious that my stomach could cry. Shion. No, Mion. When she heard I was so hungry I could die, she brought this over to me. It was delicious to the last bite. By the way, nothing strange had been mixed in. I was a bit embarrassed at myself for being so skeptical.
Oh! Chapter end. A new tip. We'll read the tip.
Hey, Mion. Here.
What is this, Kei-chan?
I thrust the bento box she'd given me yesterday at her face. It had the food you gave me in it. Thanks. It was great.
Huh?
Mion's face quickly flushed bright red. Hey, now, you were the one pretending to be Shion when you gave it to me. You're gonna give it away if you get... You're gonna give it away if you get all red like that when you're being Mion. At this rate, she might trip and fall over into her own grave, so I decided to help her out. Listen, I was pretty hungry yesterday. Out of the blue, Shion came all the way to my house and gave me some food in the bento box. This is that box. Make sure you wash it out.
Right. Shion's really considerate, huh?
That was so transparent. Was Mion always this terrible at lying? Her expression was different from the usual, but it looked strangely cute.
So, what did you think?
You two are like peas in a pod. You're twins, right?
What was that snapping noise?
Obviously, you'd look the same.
Not that,
Mion looked kind of bewildered, like she was waiting for a specific answer. When she said impression, maybe she didn't mean Shion, but the bento? Oh, of course! It was delicious!
really?
I never lie about liking food. If I say something's good, then it's objectively good. You can feel free to give me recommendations to every single person you meet. Tell Shion it was seriously great, alright?
Okay. Tell Shion, right? I will. I think she'll be happy.
My prediction, Shion is real. Shion is real. It's not her pretending to be Shion, but Mion wanted to give him the bento because she felt bad about taking the rice, and she wanted Shion to give him the bento, but say it was from her because she was too embarrassed. She was too embarrassed to say it herself, and now she's all flustered because she's like, "Did you like the food I made you? But it wasn't me. It was my sister. Haha. Because I'm too embarrassed to say it was me." So Keiichi knows it's her, but he also doesn't know that Shion is real. I could see that. I'm Keiichi, arbiter of flavor, yeah. That makes sense, actually. Makes sense, yeah.
We're going along with Shion having given it to me, with not Mion, aren't we? Yet, her laugh came from deep down, and it sounded really happy. I guess she really can laugh nicely enough that just looking at her makes me feel better, too. A sarcastic remark made its way onto my tongue, but I swallowed it back. As Mion went to put the bento box in her bag, she noticed a clattering noise.
Kei-chan, there's something inside, huh? Wow.
She opened it! The thing inside was a little embarrassing, so I wish she hadn't opened it here. Panicking, I hid it with my hands. Well, my mother told me to put it in as thanks. I didn't come up with it or anything. Don't get the wrong idea.
It's so pretty. Candy.
There was a handful of candies, neatly wrapped in paper inside the sparkly clean bento box. When I was cleaning, the box came out yesterday in the sink. Mom came over and interrogated me, and I fessed up to had given me the food. Then she told me something like this called for a display of gratitude. I didn't want to because it was embarrassing, so I argued that it wouldn't be like me to do that. Well, that's what happened. I was so embarrassed, it felt like a fire might shoot out of my face.
Uh-oh. Wait. I predict something bad's going to happen because of all of this. This seems like foreshadowing. Okay. What if... Okay. Shion... What if Shion is real? And Shion... Mion has a crush... As we know, Mion has a crush on Katie. That's obvious. It has to be. And because Mion is sending all the stuff through Shion, he's sending all the stuff through Shion to Katie. And now he's gonna have a crush on Shion. Yeah, he's going to fall for Shion. That's what I think. I think he's gonna be like, wow, Shion's so sweet to me. I love Shion. And Mion's gonna be like, wait, hold up, this is backfiring. That's my guess. This is my theory. This is sad. I predict this. Okay, here we go. Mion laughing the whole thing off like she usually did would be fine. But for some reason, she was staring at the candy in the box with fascination.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. Thank my mom. She put them in there. Besides, you're not the one I need to be thanking, right, Mion? Those are for Shion, okay?
Right. You're right. Okay. I'll be sure to tell Shion. I just know she'll be happy.
Mion, looking down, a little downtrodden, put the lid back on the box.
Yeah, but it's also her fault. So indirect. Yeah, it would be her fault.
Seemed like I ended up saying something a little mean at the end.
Mid-chan, you look sort of cozy today. Did something happen? Dinner? Perhaps she caught a fever. The red in her face is probably due to the increased body temperature. Hey, Rika, why are you petting my head? Satoko? Satoko, I'm sure you'll be able to catch fever soon enough.
Pet.
What does that mean? And that's it. I think I will stop this here so I can eat dinner. Because I'm so hungry. I had a nectarine, but it's dinner time. And I don't want to eat too late. What does she mean by this? That was my theory. That's my theory. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of my theory? My theorem. That's my theory. If Shion is real, then Shion is gonna become complicated, and it's gonna cause problems or something. Though how does this all, is that gonna like tie into the Oyashiro stuff? Perhaps. Who knows? But oh my gosh, wait, I have to save. Only on chapter 3. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Things are interesting. Perhaps a new character, I think. Didn't you have something to show us too? You'll see it in just a moment. And yeah, we'll continue. I wish I wasn't so hungry. Hopefully I don't sleep in next time. But Tomorrow, I forget what we're doing tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow? Do you guys remember? What's tomorrow? We talked about it. I wrote it down, but I forgot. Deus Ex. Oh, yeah. I think it's Deus Ex, yes. I think it's Deus Ex, yeah. Okay, so look forward to Deus Ex tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the save file. Hopefully it works. Hopefully everything's fine. But, yeah. Okay, I'll wrap it up here. See you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the new ending screen. Finally got it finished, so I hope you enjoy it. It's very nice. It's very nice. Okay, catch you guys later. Thank you very much. Bye bye for now. See you. Oyasumozu. Bye bye.